Welcome, folks, to Rod Sports Ohio.
Hey, what's up, folks? How's he doing? We missed you.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I was going to say we missed you and you said it.
I know.
Well, we're on the
Well,
same page.
they
today.
missed
Yeah.
y'all. I didn't miss y'all.
I missed you, Chuck.
Oh, baby. So, buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. We actually have a long one because there's
Mhm.
so much going on. I mean, we got the coaching carousel going on for college. The
Yep.
college awards just got announced. The only
Yep.
one we're missing is the Heisman that gets announced on Saturday. Well, the
Yeah.
day this gets posted. We have we're going to go over all of the bowl games.
Right.
We made
Right.
brackets. Each and every one of us made brackets. I even have 3 from the community that I'm going to announce out here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a surprise who they are? Can I know?
You want to take a guess?
I'm going to guess Dad.
That's correct.
I'm going to guess Joel.
That is correct.
Joel.
I just know because he came over. So he probably showed him. He's like, I want to do one. The third one is a complete mystery to me.
Mike.
Mike.
Oh, God. I should have guessed
Mike
that.
Isaac.
I should have guessed that.
Those are the 3. Joel's.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't think the boys watch too much football.
No,
Like
they don't.
he's watched more football because of the podcast. He really
Right.
he's told me that like he gets on, he just has the podcast in the background, he's enjoying doing whatever. And it's
Right.
provoked him to watch more football so he understands some of the things we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Is that to call us out?
Yeah, there's a good chance that's the reason.
Like he did with the hockey?
It's a real good chance that's the reason. That being said, we also have our picks for this week. It's Army Navy week. We can talk a
Yeah.
little bit about tradition with that.
Yep. Yep.
We got the Ohio State government doing stupid things.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and we get to dive into all of it.
Bill Belichick being the new coach for
Part of the coaching carousel
North
right there.
Carolina State.
Do you guys want? No, it's just North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Excuse me. Sorry, folks.
Did you guys want to dive right into that? We can.
Oh, we can.
Tar Heels.
Tar Heel, North Carolina Tar Heels. Yep.
So we got Bill Belichick taking over from Mac Brown.
Yep.
That
Easily the biggest hire of this entire coaching carousel.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
I don't think he's ever coached college football. Has he, Brandon?
Oh,
The NFL, yeah.
I don't think so. I know
Because
Nick.
I know his first start was at the Cleveland Browns.
I know Nick Saban's done it and went both ways.
And it never worked for Nick Saban because he was the coach for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
and then
took over for a bad team though as well. I mean, we got to take all the factors into consideration.
Right.
When Nick Saban went to the pros, he took over a bad team that was full of old heads.
Right.
And they didn't have any youth, and he's
Yep.
trying to make do with a whole lot of nothing.
Mhm.
And then the front office isn't working with him on making moves to bring in the youth and actually make things happen. So, I mean, I don't blame it all on Nick Saban why he sucked in the pros.
Right.
No.
But he definitely, I do agree. I think there's 2 different mentalities. You either have
Yeah.
a college mentality or a pro mentality. There's really only a handful of coaches
Right.
who have been able to have success at both levels.
Absolutely.
Jim Harbaugh being one of them.
Rim Hall. Yeah.
I know. I know that.
I know that Nick Saban was a better coach where he was at Alabama.
Yeah, and Bill Belichick has never coached in college.
Yep.
Also, have
Never.
you seen a lot of the jokes like Tom Brady, Gronk, and Julian Edelman all making jokes about Bill Belichick being in college?
And he
Because
never
he's no, just now.
Yeah.
Because he's such a he's a professional, right?
Yep.
He's gonna make do with what he's got.
Right.
I don't think he's ever been big in the like recruiting style,
Right.
because college you got to be able to do all that stuff. I don't think
Right.
this is I think this is a huge move. I think it's going to be great for North Carolina and the
The
students
thing,
Yeah.
because I think he's going to focus on what the kids are going to do after school. He did say something about that after football. What are they going to do?
The-
And that's what he wants to focus on.
Yep.
the thing. I got 2 things. One, I know the whole Urban Meyer thing was a fiasco,
Mhm.
and that kind of worries me. If you can go both ways, because he seems like he'd be maybe too hard of a coach in college, because he's really good at making average people really good.
Yeah, and I think another thing that it's
Yeah.
going to do is it's going to bring people in because,
Yeah.
oh, do you want to play for a coach that has multiple Super Bowls?
Coach prestige.
Yes, please, I'm in.
Coach prestige.
Like North Carolina just became a threat.
See, this is what I'm saying about Bill Belichick, and this is no kidding. His offense, he didn't not too bad on his offense.
No,
His
he's a defensive guy.
defense, he was really solid on.
That's what won him a lot of
'Cause-
championships.
Because look, Deion Branch, who's that middle linebacker that played for New England? Brandon, if you remember his name,
Was it Brewski?
Brewski.
Teddy
yeah,
Bruschi.
Teddy Bruschi. Look at that. I mean, my goodness, all the
I think-
players he brought
Well,
in.
so I
and-
think a big thing when it comes to the New England defense in like their Super Bowl eras, right?
Right.
And I say eras because it was multiple eras and it just continued for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal job
Oh, yeah.
by the coaching staff and all the players.
Right.
But when you look at it, I can name 3 players off of those defenses because the kicker was you didn't like there was no standouts.
Right.
That ball was snapped. There was hats on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Every play. If you watch any of it, if you go back and watch any of it, you will see just the ball snapped. There is 3 Patriots logos right there.
Oh, yeah.
Every single play.
Yep.
There's no real standouts.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. But the cool thing was that when a play needed done, somebody stepped up. Malcolm
Yeah.
Butler, for one.
Malcolm
Oh yeah, that was a big one.
Yep.
He wasn't even that high of a draft pick.
Mm-mm.
Still made the game-winning play.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
what and it's generational when you get a talent like Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Brady on that offense, he make a quarterback look like a good receiver.
Yeah. I mean, come out in his rookie year in the playoffs
Because of an injury.
and took him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And imagine what he can do with really highly touted recruits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and against a lesser talent group, because the pros are better than college football.
Yeah.
Now, you know
You
what
could take the national champion and put him against the worst NFL team, and they're going to get slaughtered. It
now,
is what it is.
Now, you know what I think, Chuck?
Mhm.
And this is no kidding. And I want your opinion on this.
Mhm.
Since Bill Belichick is going to be coach for North Carolina, I can see Tom Brady being the next quarterback coach
I'm pretty sure
for North Carolina.
I'm pretty sure Tom Brady and Bill Belichick don't get along anymore.
Oh, they don't?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know facts,
There's
but I mean, I feel like there's definitely some kind of falling out because it was, is it Brady or is it Belichick? And that's when Brady went to Tampa.
my
Mm.
I'm gonna have to disagree because I don't think they can pay him enough.
And Brady is making $40+ million a year to be a commentator now.
Oh, yeah.
He's
That's
making
right.
more now than he was playing football. It's unreal.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
And plus, I mean, realistically, so I know there's a thing called love for the game, and that's why these players and coaches stick around so long.
Right. It's
But at
because of the love of the game.
At
Yeah.
the end of the day, there's got to be some semblance of you that wants to enjoy your retirement too.
I know I
And
would.
Tom Brady, and this is the other problem. Tom Brady, I don't know if he could go to coach anywhere because he's partial owner of an NFL team now.
Yeah, he can't.
He can't coach. He can't even coach college because that would be
Oh, yeah. He's
tampering.
Isn't he
Mhm.
part owner of the Vegas Raiders?
Vegas Raiders, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So I don't think he could even go
He's-
down to the NCAA level.
He's got his hands full.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
Wow. I forgot about that.
Now I think he's a minority owner, so he's not like
No, he-
making big decisions for the Raiders, but he is being an owner that limits a lot of what he can do. I don't think he can even commentate a Raiders game
I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
because he owns the Raiders.
Oh, my God. Wow.
What was I gonna say?
Just like Patrick Mahomes, he could never go to baseball because he owns part of the Dodgers or no, the Royals.
Oh, yeah.
When he got his big payday, he immediately went and bought part of the Kansas City Royals.
Oh, the Kansas. No, it's
Yeah.
the Baltimore Orioles.
No, it's the Kansas City Royals that he owns. part
Oh,
of.
Kansas City. Okay, Kansas City Royals.
Yeah. So as soon as he got his big payday, he went and bought part of the Royals.
It only makes
Oh,
sense
okay.
because Kansas City
Yeah.
Chiefs, Kansas City Royals.
And I know
Yeah.
Royals, Orioles, and I might have said it wrong too. So I definitely get the confusion.
Yeah.
So I mean, Tom Brady's definitely not doing anything.
Right.
Like
Enjoy retirement. You got nothing
Yeah.
to prove.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
I mean, you
neither of them have
already-
anything to prove.
I mean, you had already did it.
I would love to see Bill Belichick just enjoy retirement. I mean, he's 72 years old. He's going to continue to coach.
You're right.
Yeah.
He has nothing to prove either. It surprised me because why? Why would you go back?
When it comes to coaching, you have two people that stand out above everybody else. Nick Saban in college stands out above any other head coach in college history.
Oh yeah.
I can't argue.
And Bill Belichick stands out at the pro level.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard to argue because at the end of the day, championships are a coaching stat.
Yep. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah. Wins.
Yep.
Wins are a coaching stat, and there's no better example of wins not being a quarterback stat because everybody argues that wins are a quarterback stat, right?
Right.
There's no better example than Joe Burrow.
Yep.
This year, he's had several games over 300 yards. Josh Allen had a game where he threw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns and ran for 3 touchdowns, and they lost. Joe Burrow's thrown for 300 plus yards and 3 touchdowns in like 7 games. They have a losing record.
Yep. Absolutely.
Wins are not a quarterback stat.
Team sport.
Yep.
It's a team sport.
It's a
Win,
team,
and if you
team-
want to keep
team
track
player.
of wins as a statistic, it is a coach's statistic.
Yep. 100%.
It is not a player's statistic.
Who else we got?
Good call. Way to spin us back in.
Well, I wasn't trying to. I was just curious.
We have Barry Odom from UNLV goes to Purdue.
Wow.
Really?
He won 19 games in 2 years.
Wow.
Huge. I mean, I think that's a good pickup. I love it.
Purdue's going to get better.
Purdue needs to get better.
Yeah, they do.
Hopefully, he can do some things there. We have Rich Rodriguez going to West Virginia. Neil Brown's out.
Rich Rod.
Yep,
Rich
Rich Rod.
Rodriguez.
Wherever heard him from? Is that Michigan?
Yeah.
Rich Rod?
Yeah. You never could beat Ohio State.
I didn't say.
Yes, you did. You don't have to say it. I said it for you.
Rich Rod has been gone for 17 years.
Yeah.
I was curious. I was wondering where I heard that from.
I just said it for you.
You know what?
Yeah. Yeah. Say it.
No, not here.
Okay.
Scott Frost is now at UCF. Gus Malzahn has resigned.
Scott Frost, is that Nebraska?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
I can't see it from here.
I think Nebraska. I got you.
Oh, that's nice.
Will that help?
Huh?
So I think Nebraska fired him, if I'm not mistaken. Scott Frost flamed out
He
hard
might.
in Nebraska.
He
It
might.
was a bad year, and of course,
Yep.
I mean, mind you, I think the hard part here, like the head coach at Kennesaw State got fired.
What?
Yeah, it drives me nuts. They got 2 wins in their first season in the FBS, and he got fired
They gave him a chance.
at all.
Wow. Never gave him a chance.
So I look at some of these firings bothers me. So then we got Dowell Logains, South Carolina's OC from last year. He takes over at Appalachian State, and Sean Clark is out.
Wow.
Offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm. He was the OC for South Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now he's head coach. He brings an NFL background, which is nice.
Yep.
He was an OC and a quarterbacks coach in the NFL for over a decade.
Oh, wow.
Willie Simmons, Duke's running back coach, takes over at FIU. Mike McIntyre's out. So then you got Blake Harrell, ECU's defensive coordinator. So he's taken over at ECU?
Yeah.
Yeah. NC State or
ECU,
TCU,
East Carolina.
East Carolina.
Yeah, so he's literally just taking a promotion. I mean, he was already their DC.
Yeah,
Looks like it.
he's going to head coach.
Okay, so he was the interim head coach, and they just hired him to stay.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love seeing that when an interim head coach comes in and becomes the full time. I know that happened in Michigan. I
Yeah.
really struggle. So here's something big. Here's a question.
Hmm.
When you look at Michigan and how they played this season and how they came off of last season, right?
Right.
I know that the season of as a whole is a win for the fans
Mm-hmm.
because Michigan beat Ohio State, and that's the only game that matters,
Right.
Mhm.
right? But you come off of a national championship undefeated season,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And the next year you're 7-5.
Yeah.
Do you consider firing the coach?
No,
No.
because he beat his rival.
Is it literally just because he beat Ohio State that you don't even consider it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I struggle with it sometimes because when you look at the whole scenario and you look at how everything is, like sometimes I struggle with the idea, like, yeah, obviously beating your rivals is the biggest deal it's the biggest deal there is.
If you go
But-
back, Michigan, and this isn't a stab at Michigan, but they don't always rebuild quick.
Right.
It
Right.
kind of takes them a little time, and then they get those recruits,
Right.
and then they ball out,
Yeah. So
and
here's
then
a
they
question.
and then they graduate, and then they start over.
So here's a
Right.
question.
Right.
If you retain him because he went 7-5 and he beat Ohio State,
Mhm.
okay, do you fire a coach if they can't beat their rival,
Absolutely,
even if they do nothing else but win?
Absolutely.
it's happened time and time again.
Ryan Day,
Yep.
4 straight years, hasn't beat him in 5.
He's well that once.
One time.
No, he hasn't beat him in 5 years.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
Because
beat him
2020
once.
there wasn't a game,
Right.
so he hasn't beat Michigan since 2019.
Correct.
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody should lose their job.
You know
I
what
think
gets
it's-
me is why Urban Meyer ever decide to retire from Ohio State
Health issues.
because this is it.
Health
Jim
issues mixed with a
Harbaugh
bunch of
could,
other stuff.
Jim Harbaugh could never beat Urban Meyer in his own game. That's it. Period. The end.
Well, here's the thing. So there was controversy issues with the offensive coordinator of Ohio State at that point beating his wife, and everything that the rumor mill was stirring, saying Urban Meyer knew about it. So Urban Meyer was under fire during that moment. It was just his exit was just like Jim Harbaugh's. There's controversy at the school. I'm out. It ain't no
Yeah,
different.
because he didn't want to jeopardize hurting the players and all that.
It's literally no different. It's literally there's a controversy at your school, and you just take the first train out.
Well,
Yeah, I would because if I ever did that, I'd say no. I don't want to put the school in jeopardy or my players in jeopardy. Then
With him-
I'm done.
with him, it was too late.
Yeah, it was already a big deal.
It was already a big deal.
Just like Jim
Right.
Harbaugh in Michigan. I mean, it's already a big deal, right? The allegations of cheating were on the table already. Everybody was talking about it, and then they make their exit because it looks so guilty.
Now you're talking
In both cases.
Now you're talking
In
about
both cases.
Earl Bruce's grandson, right? That did the beating on his wife.
No.
It was a current one of the assistant coaches for Urban Meyer during that era. I don't know the guy's name. His name's not important. He is not important.
Oh, he got fired.
Yeah, as
right
he should
away.
have been. Because if you're beating your spouse, and I don't care if you're gay, straight, bisexual, man, woman, doesn't matter. You don't beat your significant other.
Yeah, you don't.
Mhm.
No. Period. The end.
It's completely
No.
unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's uncalled for.
Yeah.
Yeah. No way.
But I mean, end of the day, especially if Urban Meyer did know and was covering it up, absolutely he should have been gone anyway.
Yep.
100%.
100%.
But he didn't know.
Yeah, he did.
Him run him well him
I was
him or
talking
yeah.
about if he didn't know.
If he didn't know, then why'd he leave?
That
Yeah.
that's what you're saying. It looks suspicious.
It looks very suspicious.
Even if he didn't, you could still say he knew.
Yeah, it looks very suspicious.
He knew because his wife knew.
But if he didn't know, you're still looking at him like he knew.
He knew.
Absolutely. It's a terrible look.
It's a terrible
of course,
look.
Urban Meyer himself is full of terrible looks.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
How's Josh Scobie doing?
Yep.
It's that same
Hey, we
thing
could go
every
all the
time.
way back to his time in Florida.
Why
but
can't? Why
Oh,
can't?
yeah. Oh,
why can't-
yeah.
well,
Definitely.
You can only bring up the kicker. What about him not traveling back with his team?
that is you want to get me worked
Man.
up.
Mm.
Who?
I know that's the only for instance you bring up, but
Okay, so when it comes down to not flying back, right? With your team. I don't care what your business is in the state you're in. You fly back with your team. I don't care if you and your wife have this weird arrangement where you can go out and meet other girls. That's perfectly fine. That's your business. You
Yeah.
fly back with your team and then you fly back on your own
Absolutely, 100%.
because that is your team. Otherwise, you're just he lost his team.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
that's chemistry.
You,
Team
you
chemistry.
shot yourself in the foot with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth, Chuck.
And then if we go back to his time in Florida, I mean, that was
That was.
you start digging into some of that stuff, and it's absolutely outrageous.
I don't even think
Yeah.
everything came uncovered.
No, I'm sure there's still a lot that's covered, and it's still
Yeah.
way too far.
Yeah.
I never even watched the documentary on it.
I read the book.
Oh, wow.
The Urban.
I read a book that talked about it.
I know Urban. Didn't Urban
It wasn't
Meyer
an
have a
Urban
book?
Meyer book. I didn't read that one.
I wanted to read that book.
What's his name? Aaron Hernandez. I read that book, and that said everything about Urban Meyer that I need to know.
Didn't they have a TV show? Like a drama TV show?
They might have.
I might have.
I'm not
I'm-
positive, but I read the book.
I think it was on
and
Netflix.
I was,
Yeah.
oh boy.
I can only imagine
If a
how.
fraction of what was said about Urban Meyer in that book is true, a fraction of what they said,
Oh, wow.
he's a piece of shit.
Well,
Wow.
we knew that, but he is still
He's a legendary head coach.
really
Oh,
good
yes.
at his job.
Oh, yeah. He's been.
I'm not gonna
I'm not going to put him down because he's a very good coach. Very good coach.
Yeah. All right. So Matt Entz, USC's linebacker coach, goes to is that Fresno State logo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Tedford's out. We got Charles Huff, Marshall's head coach. And I love this guy's attitude.
Yeah.
Making a lateral move to Southern Miss.
Southern Miss. Oh,
And
Miss.
the biggest part, Marshall is in shambles. Half of their roster hit the transfer portal.
Wow.
Yeah. So did Alex Orgy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, there's some big news with the transfer portal. We can get into all that too.
Alex
Orgy.
Orgy hit the transfer portal.
I get it.
Me
For
too.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So did Devin Brown.
I get it. I mean, they got
Devin
a 5.
Brown?
Yeah, there's that. There's that smile. I've been waiting
Wow.
for it. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, Chuck's gonna be so happy.
Why do you want to make my day?
It didn't make my day.
No, not the
Why-
Orgy thing for you. You were a
It
fan
should-
of
they
him.
have a 5-star quarterback sitting on the bench and they never give him a shot because
Yeah.
Orgy's the backup.
Yeah, they didn't even give. Well, they didn't even really give Alex Orgy a chance.
No, they didn't.
Orgy went to the portal?
Hey, here's another big kicker.
Well, then
How
that
about-
gets Upshaw even more of a chance to start her freshman
What
quarterback.
about Kirk Herbstreit's son,
He's in
Chase Herbstreit?
Oh, he's in Michigan?
Yeah, he committed. 3-star quarterback.
You also got the number 1 recruit in the nation.
Yeah, and you got Bryce Underwood coming.
Like,
Bryce Underwood.
how about this one for you? There is a quarterback who started for Ohio State last year, who went to Syracuse, and he beat his rivalry in commanding fashion, and then got to watch Michigan beat his old team. I don't think he had any I don't think there was a single tear coming down his eyes for us,
No.
as there shouldn't have been.
If
Just
any-
like Orgy never got a true chance. He's leaving Michigan, and he's going to hate the program. It's because the program never gave him a shot.
Never gave him
Yep.
a chance.
Yep. I agree 100%.
And he should leave.
Yeah.
He deserved a shot.
He
And
did.
he just never got it. And every time they gave him quote unquote a start,
yeah.
the play calling was bad.
Horrible.
They
yeah.
just didn't give him a real chance.
Yeah.
It did.
I
It does.
agree.
And
100%.
I don't think Michigan fits his play style either. I really don't.
I don't think it does either.
I think a team like Army, Navy, or any of those pistol sets,
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech,
Georgia
those
Tech.
fit him.
There's a few other schools out there that are really like run and gun. I
Mhm.
want to say
That could fit his style.
fit his style. Yeah,
Doesn't Mizzou do that?
maybe.
But then we got Bronco Mendenhall, New Mexico's head coach, has taken a job at Utah State.
Ooh.
And Blake Anderson's out because cause. I have no idea what that means. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah. I don't either.
It could be anything.
It could be.
Just cause.
Just
Yeah.
I think just cause.
Here's one I really like. Trey Lamb from East Tennessee State going and taking over for Tulsa. Now, I love it. I really do. I think that's big for Tulsa.
Yeah. Trey Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, it's not a sexy job. It's not a sexy, background for the head coach. But Trey Lamb's good.
Yeah.
Of course, he's coming from East Tennessee State. He did.
Fairly decent.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to come in. Maybe he could take it by storm. I love seeing the coaches coming from the low end and popping up to the high end.
Well,
Yeah.
Coming up to the big leagues.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Indiana's head coach, JMU.
Yeah.
So it could happen.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Indiana's head coach. I Googled you, and then I saw you lost.
Did you Google him in the playoffs?
Yeah, and I saw he drew the straw for Notre Dame. Good luck, bro.
Yeah.
Ohio State's got a better opportunity against Tennessee than he does.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Indiana is not at that caliber for Notre Dame.
No.
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 I mean, Army and Navy couldn't even do it.
No,
Nope.
and they got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Although Indiana's got a better. No.
Indiana, I will say, I believe Indiana is a better team than Army or Navy. I do believe that they're better than an American Conference team. They are on the edge of the upper echelon when you come to the Big Ten. They proved that this year. But at the end of the day, Indiana versus a top 10 team, please.
Is Bryson Daly better than Indiana's quarterback? Army's quarterback.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It depends. Are we talking about throwing the ball or as a player in general? Because Bryson Daly's really good, but he's not a thrower.
Indiana's quarterback is better at throwing.
But I'll tell you this, guys. Indiana's record, I know it's really low. I mean,
They're 11-1.
No,
It's phenomenal.
That's the best I've ever seen Indiana play
oh yeah.
in years.
Well, they broke a ton of school records this year.
And I look at it this way: like they did a great job. I'm not trying to take too much away from them. They belong in the playoffs and they deserve the shot. But at the end of the day, they are not. They're not going to be a consistent playoff team. The reason they're in there is because of cupcake schedule.
That and that 10, they got placed at 10 because of a cupcake schedule, and their best win came. Ohio State lost to Michigan. Is their best win.
Yeah.
And us losing to you guys made it look bad.
And how is beating a team that squeaked into a bowl game by 2 games a good win? Like quite frankly, and I'm not trying to, insult Michigan. Obviously, they beat my Buckeyes, right? But beating a 7-5 team doesn't look good.
No, it don't. No, it don't. And in a bowl game, I just don't know.
But then you got Tim Albin, who's Ohio's head coach, goes to Charlotte.
That's
after winning the MAC.
Yeah, after winning the MAC. Yeah.
Then you got Scott Abel, Davidson's coach, going to Rice.
Oh,
We
that's a
got-
big move.
We got Casey Keeler, Sam Houston State's head coach, going to Temple.
Ooh,
That's a big one.
that's a big one.
Then you got Central Michigan's head coach is out. Jim
He's retired.
McElwain retired.
Yep.
Casey Keeler, that job's still available and open. You got Joe Harasimiak. He's Rutgers defensive coordinator. He took over for UMass. You got Mike Uremovich, Butler's coach, took over for. Help me out. It's the Cardinal.
Ball State.
Yep, Ball
Ball
State.
State.
I thought you were trying to get me to pronounce his last name. I'm like, oh.
Then Jerry Mack, the Jacksonville Jaguars running back coach, coming in and taking the Kennesaw State job.
Wow.
I'm a fan of that.
I like that. I love seeing
like it.
I love seeing a coach who's
Kennesaw State.
a low level coach because he was a low level coach in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But I love seeing a low level coach getting his first shot at being a head coach. I love
Yeah.
seeing it.
Now he's gonna have to work his way all the way up with a
Mm-hmm.
still trying to prove himself Kennesaw State.
Dude, the best part is, I mean, if you look at Kennesaw State, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you look at this hire, you're like, that's literally what we do in the college football game. You start as Kennesaw State and work your way up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now we get to see if it works in real life. All right. Then we got Zach Kitley, Texas Tech's OC, going to FAU. Dan Mullins from ESPN going to UNLV.
Dan Mullen.
He worked for ESPN. I know that much.
Going to UNLV.
Yep.
Wow.
You got Tony Gibson, the North Carolina State DC, going to Marshall, taking that job. And Ohio is still looking for their new head coach as well. Notable retentions. You got Mike Gundy staying at Oklahoma State.
That's a winning coach.
You got Kalani Sitake for BYU. He's been extended. You got Sam Pittman for Arkansas. You got Billy Napier was retained for Florida.
The BYU one.
Yeah.
You have to keep them after the season they just had.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
After
really.
10-2 season.
10-2 season, yeah.
Yeah. Then you got Billy Napier retained in Florida. You got Dave Aranda retained in Baylor.
Florida?
Yeah.
After the season they just had?
Yeah.
It's keeping their coach.
Yep.
Wow.
Ooh. That's risky.
Yeah. That's really risky.
Well,
maybe they didn't think it was his fault.
I mean, maybe they're just giving him another shot. I mean, because we do see it a lot. I mean,
right.
Most of what we see is the Kennesaw State thing. He never got a chance.
Right.
That's true.
Florida's giving him a chance.
That's true. Maybe he'll turn it around.
Maybe.
And then we got Rhett Lashley has been extended at SMU. I think he should be.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
11-1 record.
Texas State extended GJ Kinney. 7-year deal. Highest paid coach in the Sun Belt.
Wow.
And Trent Dilfer has been retained at UAB.
Wait, did I hear you right?
You heard me right. It's Trent Dilfer.
Wow.
Trent Dilfer.
Here's my question. Why would you retain Trent Dilfer? He's 7-17 in 2 years.
That's a risky move.
Wait, go back up.
It says he's expected to make staff changes. So I think they're blaming his staff, not him.
Might be.
I really like
staff change.
I really like SMU retaining their head coach because it's been a while since SMU has had a season like this.
Yeah,
it has.
And he led them to the playoffs.
Right, absolutely.
I'd give him whatever he wanted.
Absolutely.
100%. I'm with you on that one, Brandon. That's a very good record.
Let's get into. Let me bring this up here. Portal tracker. All right. So in the portal, we have Michigan quarterback Alex Orji.
A lot of teams could use him.
Yeah.
He's very dynamic player.
Yeah.
Boise State quarterback Malaki Nelson, backup guy, enters the portal.
Wow.
Boston College quarterback Thomas Castellanos has committed to Florida State.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah, but he's
Is
small.
Florida State going to be somebody?
it's going to take more than just him.
Castellanos.
Yeah.
Texas A&M quarterback Connor Weigman has committed to Houston.
Okay.
Okay.
Alabama's quarterback Dylan Lonergan has entered the portal.
Bama can't catch a break at quarterback.
No, they
Yeah.
can't.
Alabama can't.
Tulane's quarterback Darian Mensa has committed to Duke.
Wow.
Okay.
USC wide receiver Deuce Robinson has entered the portal. Duke's quarterback Malik Murphy has entered the portal. Wisconsin quarterback Tyler Van Dyke
Oh
has entered
my.
the portal.
Oh my.
Wisconsin, ouch.
Van Dyke, that's a hurt.
Ohio State's quarterback Devin Brown has entered the portal.
Ooh.
I knew it.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Why? And this is a serious question. I don't know the reason behind it. Why does he wear number 33? It drives me insane.
I don't know.
I don't. There is a reason. I don't remember the reason. It was an old QB he was a fan of, wore the number 33.
Okay. And don't get me wrong, like,
And I have to give him his props. He tried to stick it out,
yeah.
but he knew you got Julian Sand, Aaron Nolan, Taven St. Clair. He's not going to see the field.
No. And my thing is, like, so don't get me wrong. I think the problem that I have with Devin Brown is I just don't think he fits our offense. I really don't. He's such a I'm not going to say he's not talented because he's definitely talented, but I don't think he belongs at that caliber.
Right.
I think he should go lower.
Yeah, just like what's his name? Syracuse quarterback.
Oh, Cal McCord.
Yeah, just like Kyle McCord. He's just not at the level to be able to handle an offense like Ohio State's. And don't get me wrong, I mean Will Howard struggled with it at times this year too.
Yeah.
I
Right,
mean, when
right.
you're talking it's wide receiver you
He came.
over there at Ohio State.
Right.
Will Howard came from Kansas State, which is a lower school, and he's never. And Big Ten is much higher with way better talent.
Absolutely.
So
And I live by this ideology. So Big Ten football smash mouth in your grill. What Michigan does.
Right.
And Ohio State plays more of an SEC style where it's spread, faster, bigger
Bigger
plays.
players. Yeah.
they have the receivers for it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just don't. They don't have the linemen for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you look at the SEC, that's what they do. It's a spread offense. It's fast. It's big plays, big hitters. Whereas in the Big Ten, Ohio State and Oregon's really all that does that.
Oh yeah.
Outside of that, you got Big Ten smash mouth football. You got Wisconsin, you got Nebraska, you got Iowa, you got Michigan, I mean, these teams, that's what they do. They wear the defense down with runs.
Yeah, they haven't changed it for years. They
Mhm.
stack the box with tight ends and they smash you.
And it works.
Yeah.
That's Big Ten football, and Ohio State does not play Big Ten football.
Nope.
But I'll put it this way. If you are going to run a spread offense, you have to have a quarterback that can pass the ball.
Well, Will Howard can. And don't get me wrong. We know that. Devin Brown's not the guy. Devin Brown belongs more in that smash mouth style offense.
Right.
Because he is serviceable. He can make the big plays when they're needed to be made. But he needs the running game to get going. And Ohio State's running game is not it.
Not in. Yeah.
I feel like he has a great asset with his legs.
He does.
He can make
does.
plays with his legs.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep. Absolutely.
TJ Finley from Western Kentucky entered the portal.
He's-
Cole Cabana, Michigan running back, has entered the portal.
Unfortunately, I've never heard of him.
I've never heard of him either. He must be.
He's only a sophomore. He's got 3 years of eligibility left.
That's weird.
He was a 4-star recruit, but he struggled with injuries.
Injuries.
Why would it make him leave though? Injuries.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it also could be because Michigan's had a tendency. They got running game.
Yeah.
And maybe they have shown that they're going to veer away from Cole Cabana as their guy.
Right.
But if Donovan Edwards leaves, that just leaves Khalil Mulling. and they
Yep.
do
Yeah,
run a
that does.
running
That
back
is.
set.
That's true.
That is.
So
Yep.
I feel like there's got to be more going on there. Somehow.
Donovan Edwards is a senior this year, and Mullings will be a junior.
I think he's going into his junior year.
Yeah, yeah. So I know we got a sophomore running back, sophomore, junior, something like that.
So it shows that he was designated inactive in the national championship game last year, and it shows he went from little to none between those, no impact between 23 and 24, and there's better opportunities elsewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
I really wanted to see because I don't know the style of back he is. Maybe he's a speed back, and Michigan doesn't use that.
Right. Right.
I don't know.
That was what I was curious on. I don't know what kind of running back he is though.
Hmm.
But Oklahoma quarterback Jackson Arnold has entered the portal.
Wow.
I've heard of him.
He's a former 5-star recruit. Of course you have. He was benched after 4 weeks, but he was their starting quarterback at the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Would that's a, I could
OU's
see it.
been 8-5. Been 5-5 with Arnold starting.
Ooh,
That's that's nasty.
Although 12 touchdowns and 3 picks is a pretty good stat.
the quarterback underneath him
Oh, Cade McNamara entering the portal
again.
again.
Oh wow.
That boy can't find a home, can he?
Nope.
Well, I mean, when you transfer to Iowa, you knew what you were signing up for.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Ashton Daniels from Stanford has entered the portal as well.
Ashton
And
Daniels.
Wolves, wide receiver, Michigan. Nobody wants to be at Michigan anymore.
That's 3.
Hey, and I think I know the reason. They all signed with Harbaugh.
Facts.
That facts.
So if you signed with Harbaugh and you're not getting Harbaugh football, you're out.
Yep.
I get it.
Yeah.
Miller Moss from USC, he's gone.
Miller Moss. I've heard of him.
Caden Salter for Liberty, he's gone. Transfer portal. Keon Jenkins from FIU. I mean, 2,500 passing yards,
How many
22 touchdowns and 8 picks.
How
Wow.
many QBs does that make
A
now?
lot.
Oh.
Micah Hudson, Texas Tech, he's gone. Eric Rivers for FIU, he's gone. North Carolina State's wide receiver Kevin Concepcion has entered the portal. He was ACC Rookie of the Year, and a
Wow.
freshman All-American in 23.
Oof.
Georgia's Julian Humphrey
Oh,
Oof.
enters the portal.
that's big.
That's big.
Can he come to Ohio State?
Virginia's
Don't think
quarterback
so.
Anthony Colandrea. Calandria?
Didn't you pay enough for that other guy?
Oh, didn't you pay like $20 million to?
50. It was not. It was 12.
13.
Okay, I'm just
12, 13.
I'm barely off. with
Sorry,
20 million.
Ohio State had a $20 million roster this year. You guys have a $13 million player next year.
Oof.
Don't come at me with NIL money. Shoes. Michigan can't use that argument anymore.
No,
Nobody can.
I
NIL's here.
haven't.
and we
No,
did.
no, no. I wasn't saying you have.
God, calm down.
Jeez, you take everything I say so personally.
Sometimes
Who
I
hurt
did.
you?
You did.
I will.
We didn't even have the most expensive roster. Oregon did.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. NIL's here. NIL's here to stay. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to get over it.
It is what it is.
I think the NIL is going to destroy the prestige of college football. I think it already has. I think the playoff has made bowl games not worth anything. I don't understand like the 12 they're going to up the playoff from 12 games to 14 games in 2026. It's going to keep growing because they're going to realize more games equals more money. And at the end of the day, college football's for profit.
You know what? Then
We're just gonna have to get used to it.
Okay, this is it. Then get rid of the full ride scholarships. Make the players play their own college.
I was always a firm believer that 100%, your college is your payment for playing football.
That's right.
When you're getting a sports scholarship.
Because there's a lot of money you're getting out of those scholarships. All 4 years.
Yep. Brandon?
if you take away their NIL,
I
you're
said
taking away a college football game.
no. I said take away their scholarships
because they're making
because
millions
they're
together
making
anyway.
millions of dollars. They can pay for their own college. If you're paying a player, you can pay for your own college. It's not fair
They've-
that you're getting a full ride scholarship and all these other people that are coming into college and they're paying their own way.
Okay, if you take away scholarships, it just for football or for the whole school? Because now you're ruining
You can't.
soccer.
You
You're
can't. No,
ruining
you can't take away academic scholarships.
Yeah, you can't.
because
Not really,
you're
because then you're ruining basketball, track, baseball.
And NIL is involved in all of those.
yeah,
yeah,
all of it's NIL.
yeah. All right.
It's unreal. I mean, the NIL has it put a damper on a lot because we used to, you used to love college football
Used
for
to?
the no for the players playing for the love of the game.
Yeah,
Well, that's NFL too.
No. You used to love college more than NFL because the players were only playing for the love of the game.
yeah,
That was always the difference made.
yeah.
Now they're all getting paid.
Yep.
Now it's a paycheck to the players.
It's I still love it.
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. But you used to love it for a different reason.
But
That's fair.
let's just put it this way, Chuck. And I'm going to say this. Back then, when there was like Randy Moss and you had all them guys, all the older players that played in college football. Now they got robbed because they didn't get paid to play. Now the younger people are coming in and now they're getting paid to play by the NIL.
Let's talk about the only real robbery. It's the players that got in trouble and lost their Heisman Trophy for
It was only
getting paid
Reggie
to play.
Bush.
Exactly. That Reggie Bush is paying that price.
That's it.
But at the same token, it wasn't allowed then.
I know.
It was against the rules then, so you pay your punishment. Just because it's okay now doesn't mean it was like you still pay the price.
I'm sure.
You broke a rule.
I'm sure somewhere under the table, some of those got slip money.
Oh, guaranteed, a ton of them.
No one would admit it, but
Guaranteed. Any of the big
felt-
schools, Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, Georgia. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
Florida, the U.
yeah, oh yeah.
Like they were.
The U in 01. You
Yeah.
saw how stacked that team was. Warren Savary, Lewis Ed Reed.
What about
Jeremy
Ohio
Shockey?
State when they had Chris Spillman
Hey, Pops.
You just named
or
one.
Johnny Unitas?
You just
or
named
not Johnny Unitas.
Pops.
What was that?
I said
W-
Ohio State.
Yeah, he said Ohio State.
WWE dad's wrestler.
James Laurinaitis.
AJ Hawk
AJ Hawk.
and James Laurinaitis.
Hey, Pops.
What
I-
about what about
Pops.
Nick Boza, Joey Boza?
Pops. I said Ohio State to
I bet
start.
they got paid too.
Hey, Pops. I said to start, and Brandon brought up
Okay.
a super team.
Okay. How
And
much?
now you're naming players from all kinds of different eras.
Okay.
You completely lost track of the topic.
How much did you pay Charles Woodson to come from Ohio to Michigan?
We didn't.
Oh no. Well, what made
Hey,
the
you can't-
difference?
You can't throw allegations out there that the
Because
Bozas got played to play
know what?
college.
You want to be honest? You want to be honest how we got Charles Woodson? They didn't. Ohio State didn't want him.
But we pay players.
Come on, dude.
Pops.
What was the hometown?
It's all the big
Nick
teams.
and Joey Boza.
And these
Our
are.
pipeline, Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
Our pipeline.
Hey, guys, you're losing it. You
What?
lost it.
What?
You're losing it.
What do you mean I'm losing
Guys.
it?
Let's stop throwing allegations out about specific players.
Why? It's not me.
I know. We don't need Nick Boza, Joey Boza, and Charles Woodson all to get investigated for whether they got paid while they're playing in college. We don't need that.
right.
That's a terrible idea.
Hey,
Because at the,
you're
end of
right.
the day,
I didn't
at
start.
the end of the day, I'm fairly positive both teams, Ohio State and Michigan, At some point, both probably have paid a player
Probably.
and maybe multiple. We don't know. There's
Yeah.
no proof. We're not going to look into it. It is what it is. And now we're in the era where it's fine.
True.
But the only person we definitely know got paid was Reggie Bush.
No.
What? We know that. That's why he lost his Heisman Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That one's proven and factual.
You can look it up. That's real. He's ready to defend Reggie Bush like that's proven fact.
That's one that we know.
Did he get a Heisman Trophy, his Heisman Trophy back, or
No,
no?
that's all been rumors.
Rumors?
Yeah.
I thought
I have
I
yet
felt
to see
for
it.
it.
I
I
have
fell
yet
for
to
it.
see
I
any
felt
facts
for
on
it.
it.
I did too. I also did,
I
Brandon.
felt- I fell for it.
Because
Yeah.
I think there was on TV or something like that saying he was supposed to get it back.
Yeah. I that's why you never believe it.
Yep.
You gotta do your research.
If I'm not mistaken, they said it on ESPN.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
Well, I see an ESPN story that's saying he did.
Wow.
So I do see an ESPN story of Reggie holding it.
Wow.
That has been the
So it
biggest.
looks like he might have.
He got it back.
He shouldn't.
He should.
No, he shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't.
He broke a rule. Just because the rule's different now doesn't mean he didn't break a rule when it was a rule.
Yeah, but you're still paying the players.
It's a very tough situation, but I think if you're breaking rules, you need to stick with the punishments.
That would be like, oh, players can pay for tattoos on their own now. Let's give Ohio State their wins back.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%, Brandon.
That's exactly what it is. That's not going to happen, though.
That ain't going to happen. Nope.
No, we don't deserve our wins back. We broke rules.
Yeah. It's just like us.
Yeah, he got it back on April 24th.
Good for him.
Good for him.
I'm happy for him.
Now he deserves to be the Heisman winner from 2005.
He
was a really good runner.
He was a phenom.
But he doesn't deserve his
he
trophy.
was a monster for USC. Phenom.
Let's go to basketball. How are the
Okay.
Cavs doing now?
Oh.
Piss poor.
Horrible. I can't say.
How are we still winning our
How do we got all these good
conference?
players in Garland, Allen, Mobley,
Because we only got
Mitchell? Why we got all guys and we just can't win a game?
Guys, you guys beat the Celtics, Wizards, Nuggets, and Hornets. You lost to the Heat.
How are we losing to the Heat?
How are you losing to Miami?
It's one more game.
I have high standards.
Last time we talked about them.
I do. I got high standards.
I know, but last time we talked about them,
because they beat us in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Last time we talked about them, they were 17-3.
That's almost
They're
like
21-4. What are we complaining about? They're the best team in basketball according to their record.
By one.
Well, that's a lot.
What do you mean that's a lot, Chuck?
One game is a lot.
No, it's not.
You beat them. That's how you're one higher.
How you figure that?
Until we play him. Until we play him again.
Yeah, and then we lose again.
Wow, listen to the pessimism coming from the Cavs fans. My goodness.
Well,
you know what? Get on my level. My Lakers are 13-11.
And your Lakers stink.
Ooh. Oh, no, but I thought your Cavs stink. Make up your mind. Does a team that stink or does a team that stink?
Can the Lakers ever beat the Celtics? No.
Can the Cavs?
Yep.
Oh, you were just saying how they're going to lose to them. Make up your mind. I'm going to need you to figure it out.
You need to figure it
Do
out.
the Cavs suck or do they not suck?
I guess I
So,
can handle one loss.
your
but
story-
Miami, that's a
They lost
rivalry.
one game this past week.
Are you?
Yeah, but it's a rivalry
And
game.
they
You
won
don't
4.
understand. That's a rivalry.
They're winning.
I'd like to see a win against Miami. That's a rivalry game.
Oh, we're crying about one game.
Damn right.
The Buckeyes are still in the playoff.
Yeah, that's not.
But they lost to their rivals.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
A better record? Our one loss came to
I think
the
if
number
you can't
one team in
beat
the
a
nation.
rivalry, why are you in the playoffs?
What? No, that's not how that works.
Not at all.
That's not how that works.
Not even close. That's like, oh, Michigan taking Notre Dame off their schedule because they're scared. Oh, that happened. My bad. Didn't mean to spit facts at you.
Mm.
The Cavs don't suck, people.
Oh, I know that,
That's what I'm saying.
but you always said you were a LeBron fan, and his career is coming to an end.
I'll have
It
to pick
is.
another player.
Another
Oh
team?
my goodness.
Is it Giannis?
Probably.
It's Giannis, ain't it? It's
No.
Milwaukee. No.
No.
Honestly, there's a few players that I could go to.
Huh.
Okay, first off,
I need to hear this.
So do I.
what's his name? First
Just
off,
give me a team.
there's the Celtics.
Oh, Jason Tatum.
I like Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Very good player.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, come on.
Yeah.
How about Luka Doncic?
Oh yeah.
Really like him. Or the Joker.
Yes. Oh, I agree.
Could go with the Joker. I do really enjoy watching the Warriors. I love watching threes
I
rain,
hate
baby.
now don't because you don't like the Golden State Warriors. Hate them. I hate Golden State.
I don't.
Who's my guy
I
on
don't
the?
like Draymond Green.
Who's my guy on the?
Neither do I, and he's from Michigan.
Wait, my
Michigan
guy's on
State.
Dallas, right?
Michigan
Doncic?
State?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Doncic on the Mavs?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Luka Doncic?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's from Dallas. He's Dallas Mavs.
Again,
Yeah. So there's a good handful of players that I really like. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Giannis. I do.
I know you do.
But to me, there's so much more excitement surrounding the Joker or Luka Doncic.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I sort of do like Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee's got Damian Lillard
Yep. Damian Lillard.
and Giannis,
And Giannis. Yep.
But the Mavs have Doncic and that
Klay Thompson.
and
Klay Thompson.
Has
he was a net and a Cav.
Oh, you're talking about my favorite player.
I'll bring up their roster real quick.
I know who you're about.
Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving.
That's right.
Yes. Kyrie. I loved him, man. Every was a rookie for the Cavs.
So
I knew he was going to be
Is he
good.
coming off the bench then?
who? Kyrie?
Yeah,
Kyrie's
He
a
started.
starter. He's a point guard.
but
And they moved
Luca plays point guard.
They moved Luca to
No, I think
to
no.
small guard.
I think they moved Kyrie.
No, yeah, Kyrie was small guard.
Well, then where does Clay play?
Luca is point guard.
Is that Clay? Hold on. I don't think Clay's even.
Clay small forward. Because he's like 6'6", 6'7". Yeah, 6'6",
He's
6'7".
He's shooting guard.
He's shooting guard.
Who?
Klay Thompson.
Maybe Kyrie is coming off the bench.
No.
He's got to be.
No. It can't be. Because Kyrie starts.
Let's find
Well,
out.
who would he start over?
So starting at center, Sam Perkins. Starting at guard, Derek Harper. Starting at guard, that's not right at all.
No, that is not right.
NBA depth chart. Let's go official. Luca starting point guard, Kyrie starting shooting, small forward, Klay Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought.
Okay.
I thought they moved Luca to point guard and then small guard Kyrie, and then Clay Thompson small forward.
Well, I knew they played Luca at point guard.
Because you got to remember, Clay Thompson's like 6'6", 6'7".
No, I could see him playing.
So realistically, if I wanted to choose a new NBA team after LeBron, it's probably going to be the Mavs because I really like Doncic and I really like Clay. I mean, Clay came from the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Clay. Yeah,
I know you like those big dudes who are very dominant.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
I just thought it'd be Giannis because he's a cheat code.
Yeah,
Dude, he can rebound and he can dunk.
Don't-
I admit.
my second love when it came to basketball was Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah,
Eh,
I know you
No.
did.
No.
I was a big Jordan fan growing up,
We all were.
and then it was Shaq, and then Kobe came in. It was Shaq and Kobe together, and then when they split, I was lost.
Nope. No, I wasn't. Because I believed in Kobe.
I said I was lost because I loved Shaq and I loved that duo.
It was.
That duo was
I'm
dominant
telling you,
together.
I loved Kobe. Because
Don't get me wrong, Kobe was dominant on his own, but that duo was lethal.
You know why Kobe was so dominant?
Work ethic.
Work ethic, and he always called Michael Jordan
Well,
to better his game.
it was work ethic, and they had a little friendly rivalry going on.
Plus, they were brothers too.
What?
They were brothers.
No, they weren't.
Let's just say
They
they're
were friends,
best friends.
and that's fine.
And then they
But
called
I don't-
themselves brothers because they loved one another. They did. I'm telling you, bro. That Kobe and Michael Jordan was hooked. I'm telling you. They were
For me,
hooked.
for me, it was Jordan and then Allen Iverson.
Ugh.
What do you mean?
Iverson?
Yeah.
Oh,
Allen.
Brandon loved Allen.
His
bro.
handles were amazing.
Brandon loved
His crossover was.
I admit it was good.
His crossover was magnificent. He crossed up Michael Jordan with his crossovers.
All right.
Hey, maybe Bronny James will come back to the league by the time LeBron's done. He's just put up 30 in the G League.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll find his way back to the top
Maybe.
or to the top. I guess back to the top's the wrong
I don't
thing to
know.
say here.
I don't know, man.
All right, let's get into the NCAA college FBS awards. So, as of right now, we don't know the Heisman winner. We will know that
Can
on
I
Saturday.
Can I tell you something real quick?
What's that?
It involves the Heisman. Shador said he was mad because he didn't get into the Heisman race. He said he had better numbers than that dude from Oregon. He did. He did have better numbers. You know what won't put you in the Heisman race?
Not being the best player on your team.
Yeah.
Well, that and you didn't even win you didn't even win the Big 12.
That's right.
Well, neither does the Heisman favorite, but
And he had a lot of picks in the first of the season.
Well,
That takes you right out of the Heisman race.
you couldn't even beat Kansas,
Hell no.
yeah.
and they weren't even ranked.
Yeah.
So the Blitnikoff Award for best receiver went to Travis Hunter, and I disagree.
Yeah.
Hard disagree there.
Yeah.
There was receivers on smaller schools that put up way more numbers than Travis Hunter in receiving.
Yeah.
The problem is they were in smaller schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I'm not going to make you do the research, but I'm a huge fan of Arizona's wide receiver. His name's McMillan. I can't say his first name, but it starts with a T. McMillan.
Hold on, I'm doing something real quick. So let's see. Let's look at college football statistics here. In receiving, Nick Nash. Oh, look, hold on. In receiving yards, not even in the top 5.
There he is. Third.
Yep, McMillan's third, but Travis Hunter's not even on the list. Not
No.
even in the top 5.
No.
But he played both ways.
Conference playing. Travis Hunter's number 6
Wow.
in receiving yards.
Okay, he was a sixth.
Yeah.
Let's see. Travis Hunter, not even. Nick Nash led the league in touchdown yards and receptions.
Receptions, yep.
Why? A wide receiver hit the triple crown. Doesn't happen all the time, and we don't even. But we give it to Travis Hunter instead.
What team was
I
Nick
don't
Nash
like
on?
it. Yeah, San Jose State,
San Jose State.
Oh,
and that's why.
Wow. Wow.
that sucks.
That is not fair.
I am sorry, Nick Nash.
Nick Nash got snubbed.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, that is horrible.
I'm sorry, but when a receiver wins the triple crown,
Yeah. And he has 1,328, 104 receptions. You need TDs?
16.
16. That's outstanding.
He averaged 20 yards more than Travis Hunter
He got robbed.
with 12 more receptions.
Yep.
Beat Travis Hunter by 230 yards.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sorry, just because you play both ways doesn't mean you're the best receiver. I don't agree with it.
Nope. Neither do I. No.
Then we got the Nagurski Trophy for best defensive player. That Kyle Kennard from South Carolina.
Wow.
I don't know much about that.
Wow. Neither do I.
We don't know who got the Broyles Award yet, but trophy for top former walk-on, Bryce Bocher for Oregon linebacker.
I agree.
I love the Burlsworth Trophy, by the way.
No, I agree.
What about the walk-on from Michigan, that wide receiver?
That linebacker is really good.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So top linebacker, the Butkus Award went to Jalen Walker out of Georgia.
Yeah.
Best defensive player, Travis Hunter.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, come on, Chuck.
Oh,
Just give him the
no.
benefit of the doubt.
I can't do that.
But he plays both ways.
I don't care.
You hear that, folks? He doesn't care.
I just don't. Hey, interception leaderboard, not in the top 5.
Wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
Claim to be the best corner in football. You're not top 5 in interceptions.
But yet you're first.
Don't get me wrong. I understand. The ball's not coming his way. He only gave up 1 touchdown, had 4 picks, only gave up 180 yards. He's a really good corner, and I think that should be his primary. He should leave the receiving alone. You're not the best receiver in college football. The awards, the people who picked that award are stupid and just gave it to you because of your name.
Yep.
It's a true travesty.
I know who I wanted to win the Heisman.
Ashton Jennings.
The Davey O'Brien Award for best quarterback went to Cam Ward.
Really?
I could agree with that. The Doak Walker Award, top running back, went to Ashton Genty. I don't know who Ashton Jennings is, but
Ashton Genty from Boise State. Oh, yeah. Definitely deserved that.
Who else would have won that award?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to be right out of your mind if you don't have him.
I mean, if you look at the rushing
he's
stats,
only got 200 yards more, and he's beats Barry Sanders' rushing record.
and he beat the second leading rusher by 837 yards.
Wow.
Um, Dang it, stop it. The Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year on that's to be announced.
Mm-hmm.
George Munger Award, top D1 coach, to be announced. Home Depot Coach of the Year, Kurt Signetti.
Agreed.
I agree.
Indiana. Yep.
I agree.
I agree. 100%.
Hopefully you've been humbled. And hopefully this postseason humbles you more.
It humbled
Because you
him.
need to be humbled.
You're
a great coach, but you're not Google me great. Travis Hunter might be Google me great. And we all know at this point I don't like saying nice things about him.
You know what? You'll get your revenge when he gets drafted to Jacksonville.
Yeah, well, Jim Thorpe Award for top defensive back. Wait a minute, where's Travis? Oh no, it's safety. Jada Barron out of Texas. That's not Travis Hunter. I thought you were the best.
I don't know about that.
Who would you put above it? I want to hear this Homer ass comment.
Oh, don't say it.
What?
Don't say Will Johnson.
Because I'm sorry, I believe you have to play the entire season to win an award.
I'm not going to say Denzel Burke because he got roasted the rest of the year after Oregon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Won't even-
Joe Moore Award has not been announced for the top offensive line unit. John Mackey Award for top tight end went to Tyler Warren, Penn State.
Oh, yes.
Hard disagree.
Yes.
Oh, man, he was a game changer.
He was a monster.
Hard disagree.
I
What?
agree. I agree 100%.
Hard disagree.
He was really good at Penn State.
Yeah. Look who's
Yeah.
number 2 in receiving.
Tight end.
Harold Fannin Jr. out of Bowling Green State University is the tight end.
But he did a lot at Penn State.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's not deserving.
He did.
He would run the ball. He would catch the
Yeah.
ball. He did a
Yeah.
lot on offense.
No, I'm
Yeah.
certainly not saying that I'm not comparing him to Travis Hunter here by any length of the imagination.
He didn't play both sides of the ball.
Right. But when you have a tight end who has almost 300 more receiving yards than you
Yeah.
and 2 more touchdowns,
Yeah. Brandon, he's
Who was
right.
it again?
3 more touchdowns.
Freeman.
Harold Fannin Jr., tight end, Bowling Green State University.
Yep.
I did see him play.
He is really good.
He averaged over a yard more than Tyler Warren. He caught 12 more passes.
Is it the
He
same?
did more.
Is it the same reason as the Nick?
Guaranteed. He got snubbed because he's from the MAC.
Yep.
I don't know what to say.
These awards are supposed to be about who's the best.
Yep.
Who did more for their team?
Yep.
Tyler Warren's not that guy. Tyler Warren did the most for any team at the tight end position in the Power 4, but not the most for his team in the NCAA.
Right.
I don't like seeing those snubs.
Right.
When you are trailing in all 3 categories to one guy, but he comes from a smaller school, you shouldn't get it.
Oh wow. I don't believe in the Johnny Unitas Gold Arm Award.
Went to
Look.
Shador Sanders,
Pull.
top upper class. sportsman.
It's upper class. It's a senior award.
Oh, it's a senior award. All right.
And I mean, how many
Yeah.
quarterbacks in college football were seniors this year?
Mm,
Was it just Shador?
yeah, barely none. Yep. You're right.
And he did. And Shador definitely played really well. He did.
He did.
So Lombardi Award, outstanding lineman goes to Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas.
Agreed.
Yeah,
like it.
agree. Agree. He was a monster. Huh?
I'm reading the next award.
The Ronnie Lott Impact Trophy, Defensive Impact Player of the Year. Travis Hunter.
Wow.
No, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't say no to this one. He made an impact every time he was on the field, which was every play.
Yeah.
He made an impact. I
Right.
mean, just him out there, you wanted to veer away from him because
Yeah.
he's got a name to him, and he was a good coverage corner. I don't necessarily hate this one,
Yeah.
but as far as being the best defensive player, I don't like it.
All right.
Especially when you're not even winning the best DB. but you're a D.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. Somebody make it make sense. Lou Groza Award for top kicker, Kenneth Almendarez out of Louisiana.
Mhm.
I don't know who else that should have went to. I know a lot of kickers that failed.
I know one.
So do I.
Who?
Ohio State kicker.
It's Jaden Fielding.
He stunk.
Well, he'll be fielding a new job next year. The Maxwell Award for College Player of the Year, Ashton Genty. And that right there tells me he just got snubbed for the Heisman because they never give the Player of the Year the Heisman. I'm sure it's happened a couple times, but it's not all the time.
Player of the Year. Ashton Jennings.
And then the Outland Trophy for top interior. I thought I already said this. Kelvin Banks Jr.
It's
Texas.
top interior.
Oh, that's
lines.
interior. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Paul Hornung Award, most versatile award. Travis Hunter, he deserves every bit of that.
Oh yeah.
Nobody else was as versatile as Travis Hunter. They weren't close.
Yeah.
That's a well-deserved trophy right there.
Yeah. Well deserved.
The Ray Guy Award for top punter, Eddie.
Capillari.
Is it Kaplicki?
Kaplicki.
Kaplicki, yeah.
There's a Z in there. For USC.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
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 I haven't seen USC play, but
yeah.
Okay.
Remington Award for top center, Seth McLaughlin, Ohio State. No. I'm sorry. He did not help. He didn't open holes.
Yeah.
Then again, he also did. I mean, I guess he didn't snap any fumbles either. So
No,
Well. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I could see it.
Yep.
He was the best part of our O line.
okay. Sean Alexander Rookie of the Year award, Freshman of the Year award. It hasn't been announced.
Sean Alexander Award.
Yeah. Ted Hendricks Award, top defensive end, isn't on here. Walter Camp Award for College Player of the Year, Travis Hunter. I'm so confused. I don't understand these trophies anymore.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm so confused. I thought we already had a College Player of the Year award. I don't understand life anymore.
Neither do I.
Should have been Ashton Jetty anyway. The William V. Campbell Trophy, Academic Heisman, Jalen Milroe,
Smart.
Alabama.
Okay.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
The Werfel Trophy, Community Service Award, O lineman Nick Dawkins, Penn State. I like that.
I like that.
Well, you could tell how generous he is.
That's all the awards.
And that's all the awards. And now let's get into my favorite part.
No.
Ohio has proposed a law to make it illegal to plant a flag at midfield.
Of Ohio Stadium.
Hey, Ryan Day, you know how people said you were soft? It sounds like your whole state is.
We live in it.
Yep.
Yep, that didn't change my statement.
So you're calling us soft.
Our state is. And apparently our team is, and our coaching is.
I don't agree with it. Why?
I don't agree with it either.
It's only been happening for the past however many years that people have been planting flags in midfield. Now, that being said, it has become a tradition at this point already that if you beat your rival, you plant your flag at center field. Let it be.
If it's because of the fighting at the end, Ohio State and Michigan has been in fights before.
Yeah, and here's my
It's a rivalry.
and it
Look at David Boston and Charles Woodson.
yeah.
Yep.
And I'll double down on my statement of
Yep.
that I previously made. It doesn't make sense to me that you have energy to fight after the game. You clearly didn't leave it all out on the field.
Clearly, absolutely, 100%. I agree.
If you don't want a team to plant their flag and you're in the center of your field, win the game.
Yep. I agree 100% on that one too.
I don't agree. But why
When you say I don't agree, you sounded like you don't agree with me.
No, no, I agree with you. I don't agree with politicians getting involved
No.
in this.
Yeah, I
Absolutely
don't
not.
either.
It's none of
Because
their.
they don't
No.
they don't know nothing about football. Keep your politician at a politician. You don't know nothing about college football.
Well, they might know stuff about college football,
Maybe,
but
maybe
but when politics gets involved, it ruins everything.
it does.
Keep the government out of college sports.
But it's
Yep.
not. You said it wasn't official yet. They were.
It's just a proposal.
It's a proposal that needs to be denied.
The
Yeah.
new law would make it a felony to plant a flag at midfield at Ohio Stadium, which is exactly what set off a brawl between Michigan and Ohio State's players.
Okay, then
Deny it.
why don't Michigan make it a rule
Because
that
they're not as soft, apparently.
Vote no on House Bill 700. There's my take.
Vote no.
no,
Vote no.
no.
That is a stupid excuse and a waste of space on a poll.
Because it only peed off Ohio State football players. That's why they're making it a rule.
Yeah, that's because it seems like
If you
our
want,
fan
if
base
you
is
don't want
soft.
nobody putting a flag on your block O, then win games.
Yeah. And then the fact that fans are complaining about it just says that the fan base is soft in the first place.
That's it, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Ryan Day not being able to beat Michigan, Ryan Day soft as well.
Yep.
Oh, and isn't that what he gets upset when people say he's soft? Quit being soft.
It's not.
What
Can
really?
you call him?
Go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
I don't know who even brought it to law.
No, it was a politician that brought it to this that proposed it as a law. That has nothing to do with Ryan Day or anybody. It was literally just an Ohio State politician.
Did he watch the game and go, "We can't have that.
Probably.
Why don't we make this a proposal? It's a dumb proposal, and it's there is so many more issues out there.
Mm-hmm.
This should not be taking up a poll space."
I agree.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
now that we're through that, let's dive into our NFL takes for this week, and then
Okay.
we'll slide into college. We'll do college last because we got a
Okay.
ton to talk about when it comes to college.
Gosh, so
Yeah.
much.
Tons. All right, we'll go in the NFL.
So we're gonna bust out the NFL first. Let me put that up here for us. Our records, and look at that. I went 11-2.
Man,
Oh man.
Look at
Isn't
this.
that
Pops
something?
is in second still. Wow.
Second's
Getting-
just the first loser.
Getting up there with Chucky.
Feels good to be in first place.
I'm gonna get it. I'm getting there.
So
shut up.
we'll start off with listing this off. So we all picked the Lions to beat the Packers. That happened. We all picked the Steelers except for Brandon. He picked the Browns to beat the Steelers. It didn't happen. We all took the Saints to beat the Giants. That one happened. Brandon took the Jets to beat the Dolphins, but the Jets suck. We all took the Jaguars to beat the Titans. Jags beat the Titans. Pops, you took the Falcons to beat the Vikings. And I'm sorry, but Kirk Coach Aids can't beat his old team.
Wow.
We all took the Eagles to beat the Panthers. No brainer. All took the Bucks to beat the Raiders because the Raiders suck. No brainer. We all took the Cardinals and we trusted Kyler Murray to beat the Seahawks, and we were blatantly incorrect. Brandon took the Bears to beat the 49ers. He took a long shot there and failed. We all
Dang
took
it.
the Bills to beat the Rams, and that didn't happen. The Rams. We all took the Chiefs to beat the Chargers because we're not that stupid. And Pops, you took the Cowboys because you're a dumbass.
Chuck Wilson.
And
Whoa.
my last name's not Wilson, sir.
I know it's Beeson.
But the Bengals won.
But they only lost by so much, by very little.
By a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giving up at the end of the game because our defense doesn't know how to play football.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You see Jamar Chase after that game? He's like, I thought about sliding to run the timeout, but I really wanted to get in the end zone.
Wow.
And sorry about the barking in the background. My dog's mad at me. And then so far this week, Brandon took the Rams to beat the 49ers, and he's in the lead this week.
I am 1-0.
This is the one and only time you're going to beat us during a week.
Yep, that's it.
Probably right.
Now, I will say, when I picked my picks, I took some shots.
Oh,
All right, I did. I took 3 or 4 games here that I'm not positive on. I just took a shot. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
So I'm going to give you guys a chance to make up some ground because you guys are so far behind.
Shoot,
I don't want your pity wins.
Yeah, I don't want your pity either.
No. The games that I pick shots on, I think that it could be an upset, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I'd be wrong.
That being said, we got the Commanders at the Saints.
Give me them Commanders.
I gotta agree with him.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like agreeing with you, but I gotta agree with him.
I don't like this game. We got the Chiefs at the Browns.
Chiefs.
Do I have to say it?
No, it's Chiefs. We all picked the Chiefs. Then we got the Bengals at the Titans.
Bengals.
Who would pick the Titans? They're in shambles.
Nope.
Nobody.
Nobody.
We all take the Bengals. I don't like this. We've all agreed on everything so far. We got the Dolphins at the Texans.
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 Dang it. Would you guys differ from me? I got the Texans. The Giants.
The Giants in shambles. Give me the Ravens.
Yep.
Give me the Ravens. I really don't like this. We got the Jets at the Jaguars. 2 teams that are in shambles.
Jaguars.
I agree.
Are you kidding me? That's the one big flyer I took.
Oh,
I
come
took
on.
the Jets. Give me the Jags.
That's not an upset.
Oh, well, that ain't no upset.
Yeah,
Come on.
The Jaguars.
Fritz.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
How?
All right, you guys ready for my next flyer?
Yeah.
Cowboys at the Panthers.
Give me the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Give me the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, even with a backup quarterback, I still feel is better than the Panthers.
Jeez. Buccaneers at the Chargers.
Bucks.
Bucks.
Damn it. Give me the Bucks.
I wanted to pick the Chargers.
Colts at the
Trust me.
Broncos.
Give me them Broncos.
Broncos.
I don't need this, guys. Give me the Broncos. Patriots at the Cardinals.
Give me Cardinals.
I really don't like this. Give me the Cards. Bills at the Lions.
Oh, shit. I didn't pick that one.
Well, you might want to hurry up.
Hurry.
Oh, man, because that's a hard one.
You might want to pick the next game, too.
Oh, yeah. You didn't pick the next one there.
All right, B, who you got? Bills, Lions.
Oh, I got the Lions.
I got the Lions.
No.
Oh, Josh
Dang it.
Allen? Really? Oh, wow.
I can see it.
I can see it.
It's that's one of those games. I
Gosh.
could see it. It's tough though.
That's a tough game.
It is.
That's a game you
But
definitely want to sit
think
down.
the Lions can pull it out, though.
Well, I'm just so to be completely honest.
Brandon. He'll get it now, and we'll get
No,
it.
this game you definitely want to sit down and watch.
Yeah. So mind you, at the same
All right.
token, I know a lot of Lions fans, and I'm sick of it.
Okay. Whatever.
I mean, they're Michigan fans. It's the same thing. Steelers at the Eagles.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Steelers.
You're serious?
Yeah.
I don't like this game. I got the Steelers.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. That game. It's hard to pick.
I just think the Steelers are a little better.
Yeah.
I really don't like this. Packers at Seahawks.
Wait, can I pick both? Because they're the Steagles. They
No.
were once a team.
No, you can't.
Okay.
I'm taking the Packers.
Seahawks.
Packers.
What? Well,
I think Love could do it.
Bears at the Vikings.
Give me them Vikings.
Vikings.
Oh, you're not going to hang on the Caleb Williams train this week?
Who?
You.
Me.
You took him against the Niners. I don't know.
I just know how not good the Niners are doing.
All right, and then we all took the Falcons to beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
Right? Am
Yep.
I right?
What if I pick the Raiders?
You didn't.
Well, the Raiders stink.
How do you know?
I know.
I know.
What does
Ra-
that say, Dad?
Falcons.
Okay. There ain't no way I'm picking the Raiders.
All right, and then for Thursday Night Football, we got the Broncos at the Chargers. Interconference.
Give me Chargers.
Give me Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers. Oh, my.
First of the year, you're saying about how bad Bo Nix is
Actually,
gonna
the first
be.
of the year, I was
You
talking
better-
bad about Caleb
you
Williams.
you better. Them words.
Actually, I was talking crap about
I hate
Caleb
to tell
Williams.
you, Noel. Raise that hand up.
Did you just call him Noel? You were terrible with names.
No.
His
Joel.
name's not Noel.
Joel. Joel.
Wait, just because
raise
it's
up the
Christmas
hand.
season doesn't mean you need to start
Hold on.
singing the first Noel.
Hey, he knows what I'm talking about.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Joel,
Yeah, Joel.
raise your hand up, Joel.
Put your hand up.
Raise
No.
your hand up, Joel.
He's still not the greatest. Let's stop there.
Well, why are you picking them?
Because
'Cause he
they're
can.
better than the Chargers.
Because he can.
No, they're not.
Really?
Mm.
That's interesting.
Mm.
It'll be real interesting when the Broncos win.
Mm. Because if we get that W, that's 2 W's.
You're down by 11.
Yeah. You're closer than me. I'm not saying a word.
Hey, Pops.
Pulling up.
Hey, Pops. You're down by 11.
That'd just give me 2 points more.
You'll be down by 9.
You would have to go undefeated. Every pick you have would have to be correct.
I hope it is.
Nobody's had a perfect sheet yet.
I hope I do.
Nobody has. All right, let's get into college and Pops. Now you can talk some shit.
Go ahead.
Yep, I'm coming for you, Chuck.
All right, so Pops picked Jacksonville State. He's the only one, and he was right. We all picked Boise State. That happened. I took Tulane to beat Army. I was wrong.
Me and Brandon was right.
Brandon took Iowa State to beat Arizona State. He was way wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I took Miami to beat Ohio, and I was wrong. Pops took Georgia to beat Texas, and he was right.
Yep.
We all took Louisiana to beat Marshall. We were wrong. We all took Oregon to win the Big Ten, and that happened. And we all took SMU to beat Clemson, and that didn't happen.
Clemson won.
And that brings us to Pops went 7-2. Brandon went 4-5. I went 3-6.
Wow.
Because apparently we don't know ball.
Pops does.
All right. Navy and Army. Oh, but you're still losing.
Army at Navy. Wait a minute.
Navy at Army.
Navy at Army.
Anybody that picks Navy is stupid.
Yep. Well, I'm picking Army.
You agree, Brandon?
I agree.
Yeah, we all took Army.
I took Army.
I thought that one was simple. Now, here's a big one. Time to get into it. Look, we're going to start off with our college football playoff brackets.
Oh.
Sorry about the noises. I have to get things in order. Let's see. I have this here. There we go. All right. So I have 3 outsiders who picked as well.
And who
Okay.
would that be?
That's
can
we
we-
already been over this.
Do they know?
Yeah, you already told them earlier.
I did.
I believe so.
Oh yeah, at the beginning of the video. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
All right. So first and foremost, who's everybody got? Ohio State, Tennessee.
Wait a minute. You didn't say about the national championship.
I said we're going to do the bracket.
Oh, I thought you said something about.
Well, maybe you should take the fuzz out of your ear.
Ooh.
Give me fuzz.
It's that old man fuzz, is what that is.
Oh, wow. You hear that, folks, right? Oh, man, fuzz.
I just hope that I live to be as old as you.
Ohio.
All right, Ohio State, Tennessee. Brandon, who'd you take?
Oh, I got I love Ohio State, but I don't love their record against SEC opponents. Give me Tennessee.
You ready for the fun one? You are the only person out of all 6 people to take Tennessee.
Yep.
Okay.
I picked Ohio State.
That's fine.
I want yours to be true.
I don't want it to be true.
I do, because it means we might get rid of Ryan Day. Just being real.
I'm just going with stats here.
Yeah.
We are awful against SEC teams. Last time, what? Last time was 2014 against Alabama.
Yeah.
Bad.
So overall, you're the only one that took Tennessee. But
That's fine.
now let's move to Texas Clemson.
I picked Texas.
Texas.
Everybody took Texas. Every single person.
No brainer.
No, that is no.
All right, we got Notre Dame, Indiana.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
So I will tell you this.
Somebody took Indiana.
Joel took Indiana.
Ooh, Joel.
Why?
Why? There ain't no way Indiana's going to hold up on that.
Hey.
Notre Dame's defense.
You know what? Miracles happen.
I think he Googled it.
He Googled it.
I think he Googled him.
I think he Googled it. Yeah.
Uh,
All right, Penn State, SMU.
Penn State.
now I'm going to have to take Penn State.
Everybody took Penn State.
I just don't. SMU is a really good team.
I don't think they can handle Big Ten opponent.
Penn State has Dual Carter. They got Drew Aller. I just don't think SMU has.
All right. So we got the second round here. We got Brandon, you have Tennessee versus Oregon.
Oregon.
You got Oregon. Pops?
Ohio State and Oregon?
Yep.
I got Oregon.
So Joel took Oregon to beat Ohio State. Dad took Oregon to beat Ohio State. And me and Mike both took Ohio State to beat Oregon.
I don't know about that one.
The long shot, but here's the thing. Ohio State, when they played in Eugene earlier this year, they lost by one on a loophole of a rule.
Yep. And
that loophole's been closed.
Yep. Yes, it has. I read up on it, and they have made it a rule that
Yep.
if he slides, the time stops.
What? No, if there's 12 men on the field, the clock doesn't move.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, 12 men on the field. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
All right, so we all got Notre Dame, Georgia, except for Joel. Who we got?
I got Georgia over Notre Dame.
Same.
All right. Well, we do have two people that took Notre Dame to beat Georgia. Mike and my dad.
Wow.
Took Notre Dame to beat Georgia.
Wow.
I got Georgia, obviously.
You said
I just don't think Notre Dame has what it takes to beat Georgia. I really don't.
you said Dad took Notre Dame.
Dad took Notre Dame.
What the hell was he smoking?
I don't know.
I don't know. He must have smelled it.
Joel's got Georgia beating Indiana, though, so at least he got something right. All right, let's move down. We got Texas, Arizona State.
I got Texas.
Texas.
Everybody's got Texas. Over to Penn State versus Boise State.
I got Boise State.
I got Penn State.
You and Dad are the only ones that took Penn State.
You really think Penn State can't stop Ashton Genty? So that's all they got to do.
Well, I base it off of, we saw what Boise State did against Oregon. And they can compete with Oregon, and I don't think Penn State's near as good as Oregon.
Their defense won't be able to handle Ashton Jennings.
That's where my picks came down to.
Yep.
Who's Ashton Jennings?
It's Genty.
Ashton Jennings.
Who's that?
Genty.
There we go.
Well, so what? I get my last names mixed up.
Yeah.
So what? The first name.
It's a different
Carlo
person.
Ashton.
It's a different person. His name's Ashton Genty. I don't know who Ashton Jennings is, but it's not him.
Okay.
You little salty spittoon over here. All right. So who do you guys got going to the national championship?
I got Oregon against Georgia.
Oregon against Georgia.
All right. I'll start with mine. I got Texas against Georgia, and I don't like it, but it's there.
Again.
Third time. Then Mike has Ohio State against Boise State.
Oh, no. Right.
Joel has Oregon against Boise State. And my dad has Oregon versus Notre Dame. So
He must have been smoking.
he's got Notre Dame beating Georgia and Penn State. I think the biggest shocker is Joel has Boise State beating Georgia.
Whoa. Holy crap.
And Mike has Boise State beating
What?
Notre Dame.
What is Mike smoking? What is Joel smoking?
I don't know, but I want some.
Well,
Wow.
I got Oregon against Georgia. Oregon winning.
Same.
All right. So I have Georgia beating Texas.
That's fair.
Dad has Oregon beating Notre Dame. Mike has Ohio State beating Boise State in the national championship. And Joel has Boise State winning the national championship.
Man, I want some of that. Whatever you.
Wow.
He's got Boise.
You know what?
Nope.
He could come back to this video if Boise State wins it all, and he can rub it in my face.
100%.
100%.
But man,
Me too.
I give that like a 0.01 chance.
Hey, here's
Yeah.
the thing. Guys, say it with me. Joel, put your hand down.
No.
Joel, put your hand down. You ain't gonna win this one.
0.001.
I'd say 0.00.
Oh,
I ain't gonna give him that 1%.
miracles happen.
They
That
ain't
they
no.
You got to give it at least one.
But I don't see Boise State winning it all.
I don't either, but the chance is there.
I don't
It's
know.
so slim.
They're in. They
Might
got
be.
that chance.
No, actually, there's a 0% chance Alabama wins the national championship.
Yeah. They ain't even it. They're not even in it.
Oh, you Bama fans, how you doing?
How you doing?
You've been winning enough.
All right, let's get into some bowl games. What do you guys say? We got the Cricket Celebration Bowl, Jackson State versus South Carolina State. Who y'all got?
I got Jackson State.
The Cricket Celebration Bowl.
Yep.
The cricket.
So everybody stands around
Cricket.
and
Sure.
crickets play,
I think it's Cricket, the phone company.
or do they just put crickets in a bowl and they lift a trophy?
It
Like
might
the
be
Orange
that.
Bowl. I'm kidding. Give me Jackson State.
Give me South Carolina State.
He went opposite.
He went opposite.
I did.
Wow. Well, you might want to put that down.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
I'm keeping all the papers.
That is true.
That game's tomorrow.
Guys, I'm keeping your papers. Write your name on them.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That is tomorrow.
Damn.
I got to write that.
So then we got South Alabama and Western Michigan in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl.
Well, okay. I can handle that. Salute the Veterans Bowl. I got Southern Alabama.
Give me Western Michigan.
Give me Western Michigan.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to your nope. All right, we got Memphis at West Virginia. Memphis versus West Virginia in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Ooh,
And that's going to be played on the 17th.
I like that. Scooter coffee.
You just like coffee.
I love coffee.
More than you love your wife.
Give
That's
me
messed up.
those Memphis.
Give me Memphis.
Give me Memphis. Western Kentucky and James Madison in the Boca Raton Bowl.
What did you just say?
Boca Raton.
All right.
Polka. Give me Western Michigan.
Give me
Well,
James.
they're not in this game.
Or Western Kentucky.
Give me James Madison.
Give me James Madison.
Boom. Dum.
All right, we got Cal and UNLV in the LA Bowl.
I'll take Cal.
Give me UNLV.
Give me Cal.
Okay.
We have R&L Carriers, New Orleans Bowl, Georgia Southern, and Sam Houston.
Give me Sam Houston.
Give me the same.
Give me Georgia Southern.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna lose, Chuck.
All right.
I'm gonna gain it all and whoop you.
You know, you talk all this shit, but you're not beating me in any category. I need you to sit down
I'm not.
along with your Browns and accept your losses.
Same with you with your Dallas Cowboys. Sit down and take all the losses.
I'll take the losses when I'm losing, but I'm not.
Because I'm gonna gain on you.
Yeah, please. All right, we got the Staff DNA Cure Bowl, Ohio and Jacksonville State.
Give me Jacksonville State.
Give me Ohio.
Give me Ohio. Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl, Tulane, Florida.
Give me Florida.
Florida.
Give me Florida. Hey, and you know how I said if you follow from the very first college football I ever played, the winners?
Mm-hmm.
Florida has that right now.
What was that called?
What is that called?
I forgot what that was called.
me too.
It had a name for it, but
I know. I always forget what it's called though.
yeah.
It's not important. Then we go into the college football first round. We already went over this, but we'll go over it again. Indiana, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Then we got SMU, Penn State.
Penn State.
Penn State.
Penn State. Clemson, Texas.
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 Texas. Then we got Tennessee, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Tennessee.
And I got Ohio State. And then we got the Myrtle Beach Bowl, Coastal Carolina, UTSA.
Well, I got Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina.
Give me UTSA.
Oh.
Then we got the famous Idaho to Potato Bowl, NIU, Fresno State.
Give me Fresno State.
Fresno.
Wow, Fresno State's better than Notre Dame.
Huh?
Give me NIU. The team that beat Notre Dame.
That was a while ago. That was a fluke.
They got lucky.
Hey,
That was a fluke.
Pops, you realize you always talk this mad shit and then you lose.
But still, I win.
No, you don't. You won 1 week.
Ooh, I was 7-2.
Yeah, 1 week. Every other week you've sucked. You want me to bring up the stats? I haven't.
Well, look how bad you sucked.
I sucked 1 week. I'll bring up the stats. I'm still better than you. All right, we got the Hawaii Bowl, South Florida and San Jose State. Nothing makes sense. Neither of them are Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Hawaii was good enough to make their own bowl.
Give me Southern Florida.
Give me San Jose State.
Give me San Jose State. Hey, Pops, enjoy that L. Then we got the Game Above Sports Bowl, Pitt and Toledo.
Pitt.
Toledo.
Pitt.
Wow.
I want to watch my girlfriend and her family cry.
Okay. Apparently, I don't want to see him cry.
I thought that was really good.
All right, then we got the Rate Bowl, Rutgers, Kansas State.
Give me Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Give me Kansas State. Then we got the 68 Ventures Bowl, Arkansas State, BGSU.
Arkansas State.
BGSU.
BGSU. Then we got the Lockheed Martin.
So.
Oh, please sit there, shut up, and enjoy your L. Then we got the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces
Mean his
Bowl.
L.
Yeah, please. And it's Oklahoma Navy.
Give me them Navy.
Navy what?
Midshipmen.
Mid.
Midshipmen.
See, you don't even know what the teams are called. Sit there and shut up.
Shut up.
Who's the running back for Boise State?
I'm not saying nothing, folks.
Ashton Genty.
Aston Genty.
Right, good job. Proud of you.
Anyways, you said Navy?
Yep.
I'm going with Boomer.
Sooner.
That's right.
I'm taking Oklahoma as well.
Oklahoma?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm going for. I mean, Navy's played one big team.
good. That's 3 losses for you.
Actually, we've been different on like 90% of these.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more losses for you.
Not more
Um,
losses for you.
You said 3 for me. Well, you can
Anything
sit
can
there.
happen in college football, folks.
That's why we don't know the answers to these. Birmingham Bowl, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt.
Vandy hadn't proved me nothing.
But Georgia Tech
I'm
beat
going
Florida State.
Georgia Tech.
Why? Because they beat Florida State?
Georgia Tech.
Give me Vandy.
Give me Georgia Tech.
A smack talk.
AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Texas Tech, Arkansas. Arkansas.
Give me Arkansas.
Give me Arkansas.
You guys are really taking Arkansas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
See.
The DirecTV Holiday Bowl, we got number 21 Syracuse against Washington State.
Give me them Orangemen. Syracuse Orangemen.
Give me the Kyle McCords.
Yeah, give me Kyle McCord's Orangeman. All right, we got the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl, Texas A&M and at USC.
Give me them Texas A&M.
Give me the Aggies.
As much as I hate to say it, give me the team that's in the SEC to beat the Big Ten team.
Ouch. That hurts.
Yeah, I know. All right, then we got the Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
The what?
Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
Sawabi.
Wasabi.
Wasabi.
Yep. UConn, North Carolina.
Give me them North Carolina Tar Heels.
Give me the North Carolina soon to be Bill
Bill
Belichick's.
Belichick. Yep.
Streets. I mean, Bill Belichick. I mean, North Carolina. All right, we got Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
The what?
Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. It's Boston College versus Nebraska. I made a typo on the sheet and Brandon had to call it out.
Give me
Me
them
too.
Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, I agree. Give
You
me
know,
Nebraska.
I wish I took Boston College here because then I'd have just said something silly like, give me Nebraska to lose by 3. But
It's Coastal
I actually-
College.
it's Boston College.
It's Boston.
It's a typo.
He typoed it.
Yeah.
You typed it wrong.
Yeah, one time. One time I have a typo. All season.
Wow.
But give me Nebraska. All right, we got the Isleta New Mexico Bowl, Louisiana, TCU.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I'm going to take the Horned Frogs.
You're going to take TCU?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Give me them Louisiana. I know you're going to go down now.
I went TCU. Pop Tarts Bowl, Iowa State, Miami. Who's eating the Pop Tart, y'all?
Where does it say Pop Tart Bowl? Are you kidding me? They come up with some weird stuff.
Just wait for the next one, Pops. Iowa State, Miami. Who you got?
I got Miami.
I got Miami.
Give me the U. And then the Arizona Bowl.
I think that's probably my favorite bowl.
Dog, Arizona.
I'm confused. You'd think that'd be in Denver, because it's high.
Snoop Dogg's got to be there, right?
Yeah, I would think, but it's
You think?
Miami of Ohio, Colorado State.
I'm going with Miami.
I am too.
I am 3.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, then we got Go Bowling Military Bowl. It doesn't even match.
I want to go bowling.
Eastern Carolina or ECU. I don't know why I said it like that.
You were right, though.
I know, but then we got NC State.
NC State.
NC State.
NC State. Then we got the Valero Alamo Bowl, BYU, Colorado.
This one.
2 of the teams that failed to make the Big 12 championship.
Yep.
The first 2 out.
I got Colorado.
I got BYU.
Give me Travis Hunter and Colorado.
Well. Finally got smart and wise. Damn.
Yeah. Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. We got Marshall and Army.
Give me Army.
Go Army.
Yeah, boy.
Give me. I don't like this, guys. Roar. I'm kidding. Give me Army.
We are Army.
We got the Trans Perfect Music City Bowl, Iowa, Mizzou.
Give me Mizzou.
Yeah, give me Mizzou.
If Iowa knew how to score points, I'd take Iowa, but give me Mizzou.
Yeah.
Then we got the Relia Quest Bowl, and this is one of my favorites. So two of my friends, they're a couple, they're married. One is from Alabama, the other one's from Michigan.
Who's that?
You don't know them. But it's Alabama, Michigan in the Relia Quest Bowl. Who do you got?
Hail to the victor, valium, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan.
Keep going. You're halfway there.
He doesn't know the rest.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
why'd you stop then?
Because
Hey,
I'm
Pops.
in Michigan.
Hey, Pops.
Roll Tide. Mm,
Roll Tide.
mm.
Honestly, that hurt my soul to say, but it was worth it.
I want Michigan.
Give me Alabama. Then we got Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
What?
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. We got Louisville and Washington.
The heck with it. Give me Louisville.
Oh, Louisville.
You got Louisville?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Washington. Then we got the Cheez-It
Wait,
Citrus
what?
Bowl. What?
Washington?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I got Washington.
Wow.
I picked the wrong one.
Okay. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. We got South Carolina, Illinois.
Give me Illinois. Give me those fighting Illini.
Give me South Carolina.
Give me Illinois. Then we got the Kinder's Texas Bowl, Baylor, LSU.
Give me them LSU Tigers.
Same.
I'm gonna try my hand at this. What's Baylor again?
Bears.
Okay, all right. Give me the Tigers. Fun. All right, and then it's college football second round. We're gonna skip those because we don't know who's facing who.
Give me Boise State.
Shut up.
Give me Arizona State.
Again, shut up.
Give me Oregon.
I'm not picking these games yet.
Give me
No,
Georgia.
no,
No, we
no,
pick
no.
these games when it comes to. That's just our bracket. It's separate.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Duke, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Surf Pro First Responder Bowl, North Texas, Texas State. I love the interstate conference, interstate matchups.
Give me Northern Texas.
Yeah. Give me Northern Texas.
Texas State. What?
Mm.
Yeah. All right, we got Duke's Mayo Bowl. Ew. Minnesota, Virginia Tech.
I take Virginia Tech.
I took Minnesota.
I like those really small cans of pop. Give me meanie soda.
Me.
Minnesota. Then we got the Bahamas Bowl. Buffalo, Liberty.
Give me them Buffalo.
Mm. Give me liberty and justice for all.
I only root for teams that lost to Kennesaw State, so I got to go for Liberty here.
Facts. We watched that game and it was magical.
Yeah, it was. All right, so we will fill out the rest of those games as they come to fruition, and we will let you guys know who we pick as the college football playoff progresses. But those are our college bowl game predictions. And oh boy, I'm excited.
Me too.
That being said, I think we're done with college. So that's a plus. Yay, go us.
Yep.
Holy crud. We hit all that in 2 hours, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Well done. Now,
Yeah.
as I say that, we are not finished with y'all.
No,
We can
not
never
yet.
be finished with y'all because it's time. Do you know what time it's for?
Nope.
Nope.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So, as we know, okay, the New York Jets have been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention.
Already?
Yes.
Hmm.
Have you made the playoffs at least once in the last 14 years?
Me?
The Jets are the only team in professional sports, really. I mean, we're talking hockey, baseball, basketball, and football. They're the only team that has not made playoffs in 14 years. Okay?
That's a hell of a drought.
It's a hell of a drought. It's the longest active drought. That being said, can you guys tell me what the longest drought in NFL history for making the playoffs is?
I'm gonna go with the Lions because it's the obvious one.
Mm-mm. I'm going with the Browns.
So the Lions went 16 years from 1936 to 1951 without making the playoffs. That is their longest streak. The Cleveland Browns went 17 games from 2003 to 2019 without making the playoffs. That is their longest streak. And that is not the longest.
Obvious ones. The Jags.
I don't think the Jags have been in the league long enough to make this list.
Wait. Oh.
Their longest is 9 from 08 to 16.
Okay. Well. Oh.
Here's a slight hint for you, okay?
Giants?
No.
Cardinals.
That is one of the two.
Oh.
Can you tell me how long you think it is? Giants' longest is 17.
How long?
Yeah.
Has to be about 20.
There's one team that has went a 20, and it was the New Orleans Saints from 1967 to 1986. They were in last place 9 times.
Okay.
Now, the Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. Now, mind you, there's a team that went 24 years, and that was the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then you got the Cardinals and the Commanders with streaks of 25 years
Wow.
without making the playoffs postseason.
Cool. I knew it had to be the Cardinals.
And the worst part, so the Commanders, 1946 to 1970. The Cardinals, 1949 to 1973. It was happening at the same time.
Wow.
The biggest thing, so last place finishes during that span of time was only 4 and 5. The Cleveland Browns finished last 13 times in the 17-year streak. It's kind of nuts. So the Cardinals had the worst win-loss record 4 times during that. The Commanders only had the league's worst record once in that 25-year drought.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
That's nuts.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Nice fun fact.
That's my fun fact for the day.
That is a really good fun fact, Chuck.
And I get to make
Thank
fun
you.
of the Jets. Edwin, I hope you're watching. That one is for you. I'm trying to make you feel a little bit better since it's been 14 years. And you know, Aaron Rodgers, one of the better quarterbacks of our era, can't even help you. Neither can Devontae Adams. Sucks sometimes.
Ouch.
I hope my buddy Jacob needs to watch that too. And now we are going to dive in and watch the interceptions from week 14 and tell you whose fault.
Okay.
Are we ready?
No.
We're ready.
Are you ready now, B?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, I might want to turn the sound on here.
Pass has gotten away. Christian Watson with a nice.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Hold on, guys.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Your boys made a mistake.
No.
Your boy, I mean me.
Oh.
I brought up the wrong video. I brought up every fumble. We're going to go ahead and bring up the actual proper video, the one where it is,
I was
intercepted.
going to say that wasn't no fumble. The dude was already down. That was down on the ground.
Here we go, and we're going to start off with Jared Goff.
Fires, it's intercepted.
That's Jared Goff all day.
Yep, Jared Goff back to being a Ram again.
Jones looking right, throwing right. Thomas is down.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, double coverage, man.
That sums up the Titans year.
They got the pick.
That's the Titans, ain't it?
That's Mac Jones throwing the ball. That's your Jaguars.
Oh yeah, same. We both suck.
He's looking right, throwing right. Thomas is down there.
Overthrown, that's on Mac Jones, right?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's picked off. Jones, pressure coming. He's in trouble and just throws it up.
Why would you smack it down? Why would you smack it up in the air? Good Lord.
Are you trying to make sense of the Jaguars?
No, I just made sense of it. It's situation.
It is.
100%.
Yeah, because it's almost halftime. Why not just smack it down or take the sack?
3-0. Why are you trying to make?
Then again, they do have a timeout. So if you just went down it.
Yeah.
All right, we're back to.
Then
It's Mac Jones.
I'm back to Mac Jones.
Go to the third quarter. Live another day.
Back to Mac Jones.
There's no need.
And just throws it up, and it's picked off.
See that
Oh, it's a screen.
third down numbers so far. Mayfield's.
That's a great defensive play.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just a great defensive play.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's so hard because when it comes to screens, right?
Right.
The line's not supposed to block.
Right.
And then the quarterback has to make that play. He's got to be able to dump it over the guy. But if the guy sees it and is able to get the hop,
Yep.
get the jump on it, you're.
See that third down numbers so far.
Truthfully, Bake knows better than that.
What was he supposed to do?
He's trying to throw a screen, and instead, he bobbled it up in there.
Well, that's what I mean. What's he supposed to do here?
Well,
Like, that's legit. It's either that or get.
look at all that space he can. He can run it.
What? That's a defensive end.
Yeah,
He's faster than Baker Mayfield.
true.
He starts busting that out here. He ain't going nowhere.
True. And it's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. There's 3 guys running right at him.
Wait, yeah, I blame the offensive line.
No, they're not supposed to block. It's a screen.
Oh, that's right. It is.
What's Bake supposed to do? It's not his fault. This is a defensive play.
Yeah.
Right, Bake?
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Third down numbers so far. Mayfield's pass deflected.
Defensive play.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot that you could do offensively to prevent that kind of thing from happening.
That was a good defensive play.
They're supposed to
Yeah.
block for only so long and let them go and then go block downfield.
Yeah.
So
Or less.
Baker, hard fake, wobbly.
That was on Baker, though, right?
Way over his head.
Or less.
Baker, hard fake, wobbly pass, and that's picked in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm going to go. That's on Baker.
Against this wounded Bucs defense, O'Connell's.
That's on Aiden O'Connell.
That is on O'Connell. Yep.
Pass is intercepted.
6 defensive backs. Burns with pressure. Carr floats it up top, and it's intercepted.
Why would you throw it so high in the air?
Defensive backs. Burns with pressure. Carr floats it up top, and it's.
That's on Carr. I'll always blame the quarterback for 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
but you're putting trust in your receiver to go up and get it.
You throw it up in the air like that in it third quarter with 9:36 left.
I don't think
You're putting trust in the wrong guys, apparently.
3rd and 10. Why?
it's 3rd and 10. I don't know if you should be going that far up the field.
Right.
I'd at least try to throw it 10 yards to get the first down.
But then again, they're probably guarding the first down.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm still on Derek Carr. 50-50 balls all always.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
situation.
Okay.
It's intercepted. Pumps. Throws across his body.
Situation when you're in the lead.
No, give me Derek Carr. I
Intercepted.
can't believe you let me get away with that.
That's fine if that's what you want to do. It's your decision. We all have our own opinions here, and I'm going to blame the Giants. Just the whole organization for being terrible. The horrible situation that you're in. 4th and 9, 1:47 left. There's Why are we scrambling all the way over there?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And then
Pumps, throws.
we threw it to where there's nobody but Saints players.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just blaming the entire New York Giants organization.
I don't know, but that dude jumped pretty high for that pick.
Yeah, but even if he didn't, there's another Saint there.
Yeah.
Crosses.
Oh, I guess he was coming this way. It's still a poorly placed ball.
Yeah, it's a poorly thrown.
This is on Drew Lock.
I was going to
Drew
say,
Lock.
I blame
Yep.
Eli Manning.
I was going to say I blame Danny. Wait.
Body and it's intercepted.
Whole organization, I wanted to blame
Yeah.
Eli Manning.
And this one I'm probably going to blame Fun.
Behind the line of scrimmage, trying to set up a screen.
No. Is this a screen?
Mm-hmm.
Behind
It's so hard to judge screens. Who's?
the line of scrimmage, trying to set up a screen.
I'm blaming O-line.
But it's a screen. They're not supposed to block long.
Oh,
This is a great defensive play. Is what it chops up to.
great. Yeah. Defensive play.
Poor play call. Poor time.
It's first down. If they're blitzing hard on first down, I mean,
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, this one's a great defensive play.
Yeah.
yeah.
Green, and it's intercepted. Jameis down the field.
Oh, he had.
I hate to say it. Go back on that. I love when a big man intercepts the ball. So I'm like Madden, John Madden. I love
Jameis
when a big man
down the field.
intercepts the ball.
So this play here, too much fun. He was having too much fun. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I love Jameis Winston as a backup because I hope your backup comes in and now your team's having fun again. That was a terrible throw, though.
That was.
Man, he had him though.
This is that 30-30 season right here.
Down the field.
He almost had it. It was close, but that's on JMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on Jameis.
I blame the receiver for not being fast enough.
You're not Tyreek Hill, and I can't stand it.
He just put it out there too.
Field and picked off. But
It's picked up by Robinson, so Cousins has time.
Oh, okay.
That's on Cousin.
You had all day.
He threw
Heck yeah.
he threw that to him.
I mean, that was
He's
almost like, I'm throwing it to you.
He's like, I'm used to throwing to purple.
About to say that.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'm still a Viking.
This is a flashback. I blame a flashback.
If he's got a memory like me, he probably thought he was a Viking.
Yeah.
But he's picked off by Josh Metellus. Cousins got rid of it right before he was hit.
Oh my goodness.
He just threw it to a one-handed
overthrown.
grab in a Vikings jersey. He's used to that.
Do you think the coach pulled him aside and said, "You're a white
Cousins
He's
got rid of it.
getting hit there.
Metellus.
He's getting hit.
Yeah, but he
This
already
is a-
made up his mind.
I think he made up his mind because this guy wasn't blocked at all. There was nobody there to block him.
He could have passed it better still.
He could have thrown it right here.
I'm going to blame.
Right here.
Yeah.
But this is right away. I mean, these guys are just getting off the line.
It should be every passer deals with pass rush.
Yeah.
You should have made up your mind.
So it's on him because he couldn't handle the pressure.
You had to handle the pressure. You're a QB.
He should stay out of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cousins got rid of it right before he was hit.
Yeah, that's another flashback. He threw it to Jay Jetta.
Byron Murphy with a one-handed
Right?
pick. Blitz gets picked up. Young floats it for Thielen.
That's on Young.
That's on. Yep.
I can't defend you, Young.
And now we're talking about another ex-Viking because that's Adam Thielen right there.
Yep.
Off-target throw. It is picked off.
Murray zips it.
Hey, Kyler,
Kyler Murray.
I
Yep.
don't- do you think you've seen him?
No.
I'm bad with height jokes. Sorry, guys. Kyler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accepted him in the way that he's supposed to. Murray
There was a flag.
It was probably holding.
him in the way that he's supposed to. Murray.
And that's still on Kyler.
Yeah, but they were throwing the flag.
Yeah, it's probably
On
holding right here.
right there.
Yep.
Him in the way that he's supposed to. Murray.
So that's on Kyler.
Yeah.
Intercepted by Bryant.
I don't know.
There's out.
I don't know in what situation he could have made that way.
There's out.
Ooh, that's cool. He's getting hit.
Yep.
Allen on third down. And
Yeah, I think we can definitely blame the O-line here.
Yep. The O-line. They weren't blocking good enough for him.
He had it. The dude's wide open right there. He could have threw it sooner.
That's true.
True.
I don't know.
All right, I'll give it a mix. O-line and quarterback.
All right.
Yep.
Allen on third down. And this pass is
Off that. He put too much air on it. I don't know.
I don't like the look of this.
I don't either.
Rush sets up. And
Was he going to the dude?
it's up. And
So.
Rush sets up.
No, he was going to CD. This is a 100% on Cooper Rush.
87. You put it
Fergie.
out. Ferguson.
This is 100% Cooper Rush.
I'm going to say 100% defensive, good defensive play because he bounced it.
Well, here's the hard part with that because he threw it right to the Bengal, and that Bengal didn't make the catch. The good defensive play is by the other Bengal, but it's still on Cooper Rush. He threw it right to the defense.
Right.
I blame Cooper Rush for not saying Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's picked on the
Even Ferguson knew.
Yep. I miss Dak Raiola.
deflection.
Oh, he would have saw Ferguson.
Ooh, look, Joe Shiesty.
Good protection again. And
I blame the
tipped?
I blame the dude that tipped it.
good protection again.
That's a great defensive play.
Yeah.
And this one is picked off by Hooker.
Oh, Malik Hooker.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it for that, y'all. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Do we want to complain about brackets for D3 yet? Do we want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's a 40-team playoff for D3 football.
That is outrageous.
There's a 24-team playoff for FCS. There's a 28-team playoff for D2 football.
Yep.
We're upping to 14 in 2 years.
But we're a higher. We're better.
But to me, I
Got to
think
single it out.
It's more football, no matter how I chalk it out. I want more football.
so do I. Why are we getting robbed because of other like Division 1, Division 2, Division 3?
Yeah, and I know where you can get the extra weeks. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
We don't have enough bowl games for that.
Yeah, we do. And you can still have bowl games outside of them.
Some.
Whatever's left.
I mean, cut down all these bowl games that we got. It's so weird. The Snoop Dogg Bowl.
Hey, you could put that in the playoffs.
So, hold on. We're a week away, right? From the first round of the playoffs. So there's 1 week. Just get rid of Army-Navy week because it doesn't make any sense making a rivalry week game.
Yeah.
That is a rivalry game.
That's nice. It's a rivalry game that doesn't mean shit.
To them, it does.
Nobody watches it.
No, everybody watches it. It's
What?
the only game on. So everybody watches it, in fairness.
All
But,
right.
but you could make that a prime time rivalry week game.
Yeah.
Make it the only 8 o'clock game.
It's been that week for years. It's been the last week every year.
You can't so it doesn't matter for conference championships. Army already won it. They don't care. Bowl games are already set. Playoffs are already set. It
Yep.
doesn't matter for anything.
Army hasn't always been in a conference. They've been independent, just like Navy.
I know. That's it's. See, that's the thing. Okay, so yeah, it's the oldest rivalry in the books, right? One
Yeah.
of.
Yeah,
It's
one
8
of.
years older than Ohio State Michigan rivalry.
And it's longer than it's either as long or just as long as Yale and Princeton.
I can find that out for
Or Yale. Uh,
you. Yale and Harvard.
Harvard and Yale, yeah.
76, 1875.
They call that the game too, by the way.
Yeah, Harvard and Yale's always been a big rivalry game.
So 1875, Army Navy is 1890. So it's 15 years younger than that. So it's not even the oldest rivalry in the books.
Nope.
They just lost some prestige to me.
It's up there.
It's very up there. It is a prestigious
is.
game. It doesn't need its own week.
Yeah. I agree
It's
with
literally I can't talk. It's the nation. It's America's game.
It can be America's game 2 weeks earlier.
It's military. It's always been on the same week. That's
But I
like
want it to mean something more. Like I want it to mean something towards a conference championship, a playoff, a bowl appearance. I want it to have the real meat and potatoes. That's the beauty of rivalry games. That's
Yeah.
the beauty of Ohio State, Michigan. It
Yeah.
matters. What happened because Ohio State lost to Michigan? They got knocked down from the 5 seed. They got knocked out of the Big Ten championship, and now they got to play the hardest road in college football playoff. That's what rivalries do.
Amen. I agree.
That's why they
100%.
matter. And Navy should have had the opportunity to knock Army out of the American Conference Championship.
Absolutely.
But we took that away from it.
Yep.
It just means more when you can affect the other team and their future for the rest of the season.
Yep.
That's why rivalry week is the last week before conferences.
Yep.
Because it matters
Mm-hmm.
more that week.
I agree with Chuck 100%.
Like I understand the prestige of the Army Navy game. I'm not saying that it's whatever, right? But a lot of the meaning is diminished because it doesn't matter for anything to do with college football.
Yep.
that game. You're not gonna see fights. You're not gonna see people throwing fists. It's not that heated of a rivalry. It's just America's game.
Yeah, and you could still have America's game when it matters.
But it doesn't. It's just. It's. How do I describe it?
I know what you're trying to say, Brandon.
And I'm not. I'm trying to.
It's tradition.
Yep.
It's what it comes down to. It's tradition.
It's just an extra week. It's just Army Navy week. No, it's not a heated rivalry. It's just another week of football.
But I can understand.
So we can have just another week of football, just add it to the playoffs.
Yeah, and the playoff. Yeah.
Add it to the playoffs. What does that mean?
So this week, right, on the Army Navy plays this weekend, right, on the 14th,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where my problem comes in. It doesn't matter. Holy crap. Army Navy game, Army Navy week, that isn't a thing. It's over. There's 2 bowl games.
So make it a bowl game.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. But there's literally 2 bowl games this week
Mm-hmm.
on the same day as Army Navy game.
Yep.
So either make it a bowl game every year or because it legit doesn't even matter anymore because there's more games. It's not just them.
Mm-hmm.
Like previously, it was just Army and Navy that week, right? It was the only game, but now we got bowl games on the same day.
There's like 3 or 4 of them.
There's
Mhm.
2. So now we've already taken the prestige of Army Navy week away.
Yep.
right? So why don't we just move Army Navy week and make it the rivalry week? Yeah, it's not going to have the heated fights or that heat, but everybody still wants to watch it. It is America's game.
But it is also a rivalry too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it would just make it matter more because now it would matter for conference championships too.
Yep. 100%. I agree with you, Chuck.
I just want to see it matter.
Yeah. So would I.
And the problem is where it sits right now
It's
with how
gonna.
it is.
It's just gonna get overshadowed.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's already going to do that. They're already in the process of doing that.
But it never used to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tradition dies. And you know what? You know what the killer of all tradition is?
What?
Money.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree with that.
And the NCAA is going to make their money. That's why the playoff, being a 12 teamer, is going to 14 teams in 2 years because that's an extra game, extra 2 games. That's more money to the NCAA, and then it's just going to keep upping and upping and upping until we have a 40-team playoff in the FBS.
Yep.
Why? Because it makes more money.
Do you think they had to start those games now because of how many more games they have to fit in?
Probably.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because if you look at the brackets, I have them up. Sorry, I don't have them on something that I could show. Actually, yeah, I don't have it set up to show everybody yet. But we're in the final 8 for D3. We're final 4 for D2. And FCS is so D3 has 40, and we're in the final 8. D2 has 28, and we're in the final 4. And FCS is in the final 8 teams, and they have a 2014 playoff.
Yep.
It's a lot of teams.
It's a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And now, mind you, I like the idea of a 24 or 28 team. I do. I think it gives meaning to the rankings
Yeah.
because a top 25 ranking used to be prestigious, right?
Right.
But nowadays, if you're not top 12, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just feels like, oh, you just labeled me with a number. Like it doesn't have the prestige anymore.
I think I know what you're talking about, Chuck. In other words, what you're trying to say is that the top 12 is there.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the other teams that are in the top 24?
Top 25.
Top 25, yeah.
Yeah, and I think
And
honestly,
does it really matter? Yeah, it does. Because they work their butts off
absolutely
to get where they're at.
I think the hard part is we all asked for this. We all wanted the playoff, right? We all wanted it, correct?
Yeah.
But I think the playoff is partially killing bowl games. The bowl games just don't mean as much.
Yeah.
And it's taking away from the prestige of Army Navy Week too, because it just doesn't matter anymore.
Right. Does it really matter with all the bowls we're having and the different names?
The way I look at the way I look at it for the bowl games is I love that they match.
Are they really going to get trophies for all these bowl games?
Yes,
Yes, because they earned it.
there are trophies for every bowl game.
But
I like it because we're pinning teams that are similar up against each other. Like we got Alabama, Michigan, 2 high-powered schools that have been high powers in the history of college football, right?
Right.
And I love that we get that matchup. We're normally never going to get that matchup.
Right.
That's the cool thing about bowl games, but we're getting those matchups in the playoff too. We're getting dream matchups. Ohio State, Tennessee.
I know you're not going to agree. But then doesn't it feel like just handing out participation trophies?
What, for bowl games?
Like you put BG in against what, it'd be 1 against 24. I mean, you're putting Oregon against BG.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in miracles as much as you do, but they're gonna get stomped out.
All right, here's the hard part. So last year, right? Florida State getting held out, right? Because it was only a 14 playoff last year.
Right.
They were undefeated.
Right.
Should they have gotten a chance?
Oh yeah.
I know you're not going to agree with it.
But I agree.
And the other
You
and,
do.
and here, well, here's a big thing too. So I think opening it up to more teams will allow other teams to recruit better, recruit more. Right? It's going to open up like BG or UT or Ohio or Miami of Ohio to be able to get more of these bigger recruits too. It's going to allow them to bring more to the schools because those teams now have a chance to make it to the championship
But-
playoff.
But BG's
yeah.
not ranked.
You, according to your the situation you laid out, is BG was number 24.
Okay. All right.
So it would allow a team like BG to recruit maybe a 4-star instead of just sticking with 3 and 2s.
Or
So
maybe
it,
one.
it could tighten up some of these lower conferences and make them more comparable or elevate them to a level where they can compete.
Absolutely.
But if they keep
100%.
becoming 24 and happen to go up against Ohio State, they're going to get stomped out every time.
Until those recruits come in.
Let's put it this
But
way,
it's
guys.
4 stars
The
against
last
5s.
time
and
Bowling
it's
Green
never gonna
played
happen.
Ohio State,
Hey, time could
What?
vary it.
the last time Bowling Green played Ohio State,
They lost.
They lost by a lot.
not when I seen it.
Hey, Pops, I'm going to need you to learn the difference
Are
between
you okay?
last time and never.
Are you okay? I know. I know you want to agree a lot, and that's fine. Okay.
Oh yeah, 5-0. I believe that.
And how about that largest margin of victory? 77 to 10. And that was in 2016. P.S. That's the last time they played each other.
Yep. 2016.
67-point blowout.
I don't know. I mean, yes, teams should get a chance, and there are people that get snubbed.
They did have a close game in 2003 where it was only a 7-point margin.
What was that? Omar Jacobs?
I don't know, maybe. But now that being said, and what I'm getting at is, um, so when you have more of a chance to get into the playoff, you're going to be able to get higher recruits, and maybe BG gets some 5-stars over time, and these things could happen. And we're just using BG and Ohio State as examples.
Yeah.
But maybe BG gets some 5-star recruits over time, over the course of the next 2 decades, right? And can compete. And now the MAC could be a conference worth a damn.
Yeah.
When it comes to college football, maybe the Midwestern Conference can be worth more. Maybe the American Conference can have that prestige as well.
Yep.
But as it sits right now, it's Big Ten SEC football, and that's it.
Big Ten SEC. Yep. Mountain West.
Pac-12 is a dying conference. You got the Big 12. Nobody like the Big 12 doesn't really have any big teams anymore.
Nope.
It's just not the same. Your Power Four is really a Power Two super conferences.
Yeah, but Pac-12. I mean, they had Oregon, and they still couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
That was business decisions.
yeah, 100%.
That was them trying to make money. They're like, Texas didn't have to go. They were already doing good,
Right.
but they went with SEC because they could pay them. They wanted the money.
I think some of these conferences are dying because they need to be looked at more.
Well, I'm a big advocate of one big thing. So when it comes down to conferences, they're their own separate entities, which means they make their own money, which means
Right.
money matters to conferences. Money needs to stop being the focal point of everything. And money is the focal point for these conferences. That's why you wind up with these super conferences. That's why you wind up with a 3-loss Alabama team. That's why you wind up with the Big Ten having 18 teams in it. It's why you wind up with the SEC having, 17 teams in it? You have these huge conferences, and the MAC suffers because it can't compete monetarily with these schools.
Then why do we got the NIT?
NIL.
NIL.
So they can pay the players.
Because these conferences are going down so bad.
Well, here's the thing. So when it comes to the NIL, who are you going to play for? Bowling Green that can pay you $20,000, or are you going to play for Ohio State that can pay you $10 million?
That's I'm bleeding with you 100% because that's why you got to have the playoffs so that Bowling Green looks better, and then I'll say, okay, we'll pay this player.
They're still not going to make as much because you got the co-owner of Nike paying whatever it takes, and all these other people stepping in that can pay whatever it takes to get these recruits.
Oh, who says BG can't get their own
What rich
sponsor?
What rich guy lives in BG?
Pops. Hold on, time out. Back that up a little bit. So you're saying BG can get their own sponsor.
They could.
How many billionaires have gone to a small school?
None.
What rich dude lives in BG? Willing to fork
How
that
many
over?
billionaires went to Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, SEC schools, Big Ten schools?
A lot of them.
Your billionaires are where they come from, where the money is,
Yeah. That's
and the money's in these
Joey
two conferences.
Boza, Nick Boza. You got
Mind you, I said
Charles Woodson. All of them.
those guys can't compete with the billionaires. Billion with a B. Nike. That's why Oregon's undefeated,
Because they got all the good players.
because they got a billionaire backing them.
Yep.
Because that billionaire went to college at Oregon. That's why they have sweet uniforms all the time. Because that billionaire happens to own Nike.
Right. You're right. 100%.
So at the end of the day, it's all about money. It drives me crazy. Money is what, at the end of the day, is ruining college football.
Yep.
I still watch because I love football. I love the game. But at the end of the day, money is ruining it all.
Yep.
Money's diluted what a bowl game means.
Yep.
Money has diluted what a conference means. Money has diluted it all.
Even playoffs.
I would love to see even conferences. When conferences started a long time ago, right? It was about where you're located on a map.
Yep.
Now that traveling's easier and there's more money to be able to go from place to place, conferences have taken over and started making more money.
I got to say this. Look, when Urban Meyer was coaching Bowling Green. Bowling Green won the MAC championship.
But in the grander scheme of things, when you break things down, what matters more, a MAC championship or a SEC championship? There's more money in that SEC championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these bigger schools have more money because their college football programs bring in more money than BGSU.
Yep.
So when you break everything down, it still comes down to the almighty dollar.
Almighty dollar. You are correct.
It's outrageous.
Yep.
There's more to life than money.
Yep. There is. Is the love of the NF or the NCAA.
I mean,
And love of football.
you're going to get more money out of Georgia than you are BG, so they're going to back them more.
Yeah.
So the NCAA gets a cut of it.
Yep.
They're not going to get as much cut out of BG.
And what is the NCAA? It's just an organization that keeps things going the way they say.
Yep.
That's all they are. They're not even it's not real.
Yep. Yeah. 100%.
They make rules and make a ton of money doing it.
Yep.
They make rules and they alter things to drive people nuts. That's all they do.
And it does. It drives us nuts.
But we all pour our money into it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the teams in the playoff deserve to be there.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
here's the thing. Here's a big argument for you. Alabama, you can make an argument why they should be in the playoff. And if you don't want to go that route, let's go with the U.
Yeah.
And no matter how big you make the playoff, you're always going to have that argument.
Yeah.
I said it when they switched to 4 teams to 12, but you're still going to have that argument. It's just going to be lower. And I didn't think Alabama was going to be in that conversation.
You can't make everyone happy. Someone's going to be mad.
Yeah.
Well, I would, if I was FSU last year, I would be furious. I would have went to the NCAA and I'd say, hey, listen, how can we be out of the playoffs when we were undefeated?
Yeah, and the NCAA screwed them because by not being in the playoff, everybody left.
Yeah.
You're not going to make
Everybody
everyone
left.
happy. You got to make those hard decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But they were undefeated, Brandon.
But they had a hurt
I
quarterback.
would be mad too. So what? Yeah, they even had a hurt quarterback. They had to do the second string, and he still got him undefeated.
No, the quarterback got hurt in the last game
Oh, in the last game? All right.
after they had the lead.
Oh, I'd still give him a shot. I still would have gave him a shot.
That's where the hard part comes. Who do you knock out? You say too bad, Michigan?
But Michigan was undefeated.
So were they.
Well, then who wasn't undefeated?
Probably Georgia. Let's be real. I don't know.
Because I think we were number 2 last year. Number 2 in the nation. Maybe number 1.
Let's find out. No, Michigan was not undefeated. No, that's 20. Why is it like this? What am I supposed to put in here?
2024.
That's going to bring me the current ones.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know. 2024. That looks right.
That looks right.
No. Penn State wasn't there, were they?
Yeah.
They were there last year? Who'd you guys play in the Big Ten Championship? Was it Iowa? I think it was Iowa.
I think it was Iowa.
And you stomped them out. Of course
Yep.
you're going to stomp them out.
So Florida State, Michigan, Washington were all undefeated. Texas and Alabama made it without being undefeated.
Well, throughout history, they're never going to put Alabama out. One loss ain't nothing to them.
Yep.
And they still had
who do you kick out?
they still
Florida
had
State in.
Where the hell's Michigan in that?
Undefeated at the top.
Oh, 13-0.
Who do you kick out for Florida State with an injured quarterback?
Texas or Alabama. They had one loss.
I mean, I agree. I think you should have put them in over Alabama.
Yep.
But then you don't have an SEC representative. Again, we're back down to money.
and you have Nick Saban.
Yep.
And you had Jalen Milroe and all them.
Yep. Nick Saban was going to retire. And he did after he lost against us.
It's just one of those you can't have a playoff without Alabama thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Florida State and us in the playoffs, it have been a heck of a game.
Without their starting quarterback? Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive. I think it would have been.
Your team was dominant.
Yep.
Are you serious? A backup quarterback?
Might have happened. Just never know. Anything.
You won the national championship.
Anything can happen in NCAA.
You faced Michael Penix in the national championship and dominated him.
Yeah.
Do you really think a backup quarterback's going to beat you?
You guys beat Bama
You beat Jalen Milrow.
with a starting quarterback. Florida State's backup wasn't going to hold a candle.
You're not making that doesn't make any sense.
Michigan was dominant last year. That's all there is to it.
You're trying to give credit to Florida State, and it's not working. If they had their starting quarterback, which what was it? Who I don't know who was it
remember his
that
name.
I know was it DJ Uiagalelei?
Who?
Because that's the quarterback this year. Who I think is transferring.
Let's find out.
I don't know.
Ah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay, so who was their starter? Dylan McNamara was on the team, but he was a redshirt freshman. Let's see. Quarterbacks that were Jordan Travis was a redshirt senior. Tate Roadmaker. I don't even know, dude. Maybe we can see the stats from this game.
I don't count that Georgia bowl game loss because none of them played in it. Nobody.
Jordan Travis.
Jaden Verse.
The committee said they were a different team without him.
That's based on a quarterback that makes the difference.
Apparently it did.
Clearly, because they got blown out by Georgia in the bowl game.
Well, half their team didn't play.
Like blown out. They were dominant leading up to that. But yeah, I mean, you're not going to make everybody happy. You're leaving Jalen Milrow and Alabama out this year.
You're not going to make everyone happy. Even going to 14, there's going to be that team that goes, well, we should have been in. And you go to 24 and you leave 25 out. Well, we should have been in.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see that happen.
You're going to see.
I think we're going to see that.
I don't disagree.
Of the next decade. They're going to keep growing.
You're going to go to 40. 41's going to be like, well, I should have been in.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to please everybody.
No,
you're not.
Just like I heard something about the March Madness bracket. They're talking about it growing.
It's already huge.
Yeah,
it's already 68 teams.
Jesus.
Wow.
Let's see. Progress is being made to expand it to 72 or 76 teams.
Wow. 72 to 76 teams.
Holy crap. That's crazy.
There's more money be made.
March Madness tournament. The NCAA basketball, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
72 to 76. Wow. That is insane.
That's a lot of teams.
That is a lot of teams. Wow. And it's already
huge.
Wow.
Absolutely insane, isn't it?
Wow.
All right. I think that's it for this video, though, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
can sit here and talk all night.
Yeah. We could.
But all right, I got to get this uploaded so y'all can see it on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love
Love
it.
you guys. Thank you for watching.
Hop in the comments and bitch about money.
Or tell us if we're wrong.
We would love the comments.
Yeah. Either way, here we go.
Thank you, folks, for watching Garage Ohio.